All right, y'all. Peace, 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 niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's my first lecture. Bear with me on this motherfucker right now. As you can see, uh, well, first of all, as you can see, even though I'm a young nigga, Zoom got me feeling like I'm about 45 trying to set this shit up. Number one. You know what I'm saying? It took me about it took me about 35 minutes to set this fucking shit up. As if I'm not a young nigga. But that's how that shit be sometimes, especially with me. Um, So yeah, let's get the introduction out the way. As you can see, we're about to get into understanding mythology, deities, energy, symbols, and we about to decode the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. You know what I'm saying? An absolute classic. If you if you a nigga that's my age. I'm 25. I just turned 25. A little bit about me. First of all, my name is Dell Clark, Dell James Clark. Everybody call me DJ. Down to my mom, you know what I'm saying, my dad, my brother, my close friends know me as DJ. Niggas call me DJ. I go as Magnetic. You know what I'm saying? I'm the founder of Maxed Out Magnetic. As you can see right now, this nigga Baphomet, you know what I'm saying? RIP to my nigga Panic. I don't know how well you can see this shit, but definitely RIP to Panic. And shout out to him for sure. Rest in power to that Titan right there. Uh, definitely, definitely. I ain't even take this motherfucker's class just based off of the free information, hours and hours of free information this motherfucker has on his YouTube channel, Occult Lectures. I was able to change my own life. That's based off of just that. So shout out to Panic for sure and Khadijah as well. And this lecture is dedicated to mad niggas, my close family. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go ahead and just list the niggas at the end because nigga, I ain't gonna remember all the motherfuckers, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna list everybody that this lecture is dedicated to at the fucking end. Um, like I said, bear with me. Number one, I just got or at least the remaining three wisdom teeth removed, and I'm still doing this shit because fuck it. I've been prompted to do this shit probably honestly, what happened was I decoded this shit on a minute level years ago. Years ago. Um, the what year is it? 2023. It's about to be 2024. In 2018 is when I first became conscious. And like I said, bear with me. I'm gonna be all over the place because I'm in the spirit. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. We rolling. We gonna get to it. So 2018 is when I first became conscious. I'm a regular nigga just like you. You know what I'm saying? Regular motherfucker. But I've been studying and practicing, doing the work since 2018. Um, my old head, clever one, shout out to him. That nigga introduced me to Dr. Phil Valentine. And from there, I seen, what was it? The video he did or a lecture he did on the metaphysics of the Bible. I think that's the first shit I saw or some shit like that. From there, I saw him, Isaiah the Duke of Tears, and Panic at the Gathering of the Metaphysical Masters, or I think that's what it's called. It was like a snippet on Brother Rich's channel. And I saw that, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is Panic? Like, I seen him, I seen Phil, and I seen Isaiah. And I'm like, all right, I know these two niggas. And I'm like, oh, I mind you, when you first, I never heard this is before I heard Kundalini, before I understood. I was still believing in a God outside of myself at this time. I didn't know what the fuck chakras was, Kundalini, none of that shit, none of that fancy, mystical, magical shit. Which really isn't fancy or mystical or magical. It's only like that the first time you hear it. Come to find out, it's just us. Um, you gonna see me lose my train of thought a lot, so you gonna have to get used to that shit. But that's why I wrote down mad notes, cause yeah, I'm gonna be all over the place, man. But we gonna get to it, trust me. We definitely gonna get to it. A lot of niggas gonna click this shit and be like, yo, who is this Jesus Christ looking ass motherfucker? Get to the point, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I am not your Lord and Savior. Let's get that shit out the way. I'm only here to save my fucking self, and I only can save myself. You gotta save your own fucking ass, nigga. The best I can do is reflect the light I've gained through study and practice and experience, and hopefully you can use that and apply it to your own work and perspective. You know what I'm saying? So that was probably a terrible introduction, but like I said, fuck it. We gonna just keep this shit rolling, nigga. We gonna keep this shit rolling. I don't even think I'm really edit this shit, and it's actually funny as shit because, like I said, I'm on some old ass man shit and forgot that I'm using Zoom. I could have shared my screen, but we gonna do some old school shit. All my notes is in my phone, and these notes is longer than a motherfucker. And when I talk, when I start, I don't know how long this shit is about to be, but all right. Also, I guess I should tell you this, because I forgot to tell you where I'm from. I grew up the first 10 years of my life in Brooklyn. Well, I was actually born in Pennsylvania. Let's be specific. I was born in Pennsylvania. It was there until 2 years old. Until I was 7. So from 2 years old, from 1 to 2, I was in Pennsylvania. And then from 2 to what age? To fucking, I don't even fucking remember. See? From 2 to 8. From 2 to 8. So, and obviously I don't really remember. I remember fragments of my first 2 years of life. Fragments of that shit. But yeah, from 2 to 8 years old, I grew up in Brooklyn. My mom is from Brooklyn, Gowanus Projects. My dad is from Southwest Philadelphia. So yeah, regular nigga shit. But like I said, man, when you do the work, your whole shit starts to shift on a completely absurd level. You won't really it's kind of hard to reflect this shit at times, depending on what you're talking about. Because when it comes to spirit, this shit is not rational. This shit is not rational. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, let's get that bullshit out the way. And let's get right into it. So first of all, before I even, as a precursor to this shit, and I'm not sure, maybe I will edit this shit because I might be wilding, but I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? For niggas who's supposed to hear this, you gonna hear this. You gonna sit through the bullshit. Mind you, also, you can just skip through the video and just ignore the fuckery that I'm on right now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? As you can see, I don't really take shit too serious because this shit, it's really not. It's really not, man. So yeah, as a precursor to the actual decoding the Ocarina of Time, I have to break down a few things on a basic level at least. So we're gonna start with mythology. A lot of people don't seem to understand the importance of mythology, the prominence of it, and especially the deities within it, or the actual nature of what mythology actually is. I don't think people, generally speaking, at least, I don't think people really understand what the fuck this shit is. And I like to break shit down to make it plain for niggas. Again, shout out to Panic. I'm gonna be referencing him a lot because it's kind of hard to, when you're talking about occult. Oh, I forgot to mention, I would consider myself an occult scientist. Occult, OCCULT, means hidden culture. So basically, I get down to the nitty gritty of what shit actually is and what it actually means and the science behind it, the mechanics behind shit, the mind, the body, the spirit, soul, etc., etc., etc. It's a broad ass fucking lane. Occult science is what I'm into. But what I bring to people, mainly, because my personal study, I go into all kinds of shit. But what I bring to y'all is I'm trying to show y'all how to empower yourself through deities, how to empower yourself and become that energy, basically. So let's get right to it. So mythology is a programming mechanism. It's a programming mechanism for a greater understanding of an energy or multiple energies. And it's a multi-layered, every mythology is a multi-layered story. And it's actually the original storytelling form. Panic also brings this up. In order to become a screenwriter, you have to study mythology. That right there, that's current. At least if you want to write a good fucking story. what I'm saying? If you want to write a good story, because it's the basic format. Mythology is the basic format, right? So it's multi-layered. You have a story for your conscious mind. You know what I'm saying? You have the humanized characters, because mind you, like, again, we're talking about energy here. Talking about energy. That's all you are. That's all that's around you. That's all these deities are. And I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna break it down. Just bear with me. So you have the story on the surface for your conscious mind. You have the characters that have a personality trait. And then you have the true story. The true story underneath for the subconscious mind. This is why I have notes. Like I said, I keep losing my fucking train of thought. But just bear with me. The true story underneath for your subconscious mind is told symbolically through these characters. I don't know why it took me so long just to say that, nigger. But it's told through these characters. Let's use the Osirian drama as an example. You have Horus, Osiris. These are what's called archetype energies. In every single story, you have these. I probably am going to edit this because I'm just niggering it up. I'm niggering it up. But that's what I do. So you have these archetype energies, right? You have these archetype energies. A mother, a father figure, a love interest, an antagonist, a protagonist, or a hero, villain. All of these archetype energies are in every single story. You won't find a story without a problem, some type of hero, some type of this, some type of that. These are archetype energies in every fucking story. And that format comes from mythology. And this also helps connect with the subconscious mind. Also, you're told these stories repetitiously. There's 3 ways to program your subconscious mind: trauma, repetition, and symbols. Trauma, repetition, and symbols, nigga. Trauma, repetition, and symbols. So if you're told this mythological story as a child, especially before bed, when you're in alpha state, which I'm about to, let me explain that real quick too. Again, like I said, I'm gonna be bouncing all over the place. So bear with me, do what you gotta do, take notes, be a nigger, and keep being a nigger. So they record your brain resonates at certain waves. Your brain resonates at certain, or your brain waves, I should say. Your brain emits certain waves. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Your brain emits certain waves, and they measure these waves, these wave frequencies, with a machine called, I think it's called the EGG machine, electro some shit. You can look it up. This is talked about in James Van Fleet's book, Hidden Power: How to Unleash the Power of Your Subconscious Mind. It's also talked about in, I believe it's called A Radical, actually I'm pulling it up right now. It's called A Radical Approach to the Akashic Records. And it is by, and yeah, I got books for y'all niggas. So I'm just draw the line in the sand. If you here just to be entertained, then do you. This is not, I'm not talking to you. You have a blast. But for the niggas who doing spiritual work, nigga, get the books. I'm telling you to get the books. There's nothing wrong with you. You can fucking read. Get the books, nigga. So, A Radical Approach to the Akashic Records: Master Your Life and Raise Your Vibration, by Melissa Fake. Is that her name? Fei? How the fuck do you pronounce that shit? Melissa Fike. Fuck, I don't know. So it's MELISSAFEICK. Melissa Fike. Fuck, who knows? Get the book. She also references this machine that they use to measure your brain waves. So you have beta, you have alpha, you have theta, I believe, gamma, delta, and REM. And those are the levels of your that they can measure your brain waves at. And the slower your brain waves, especially as soon as you get to alpha, that's when your subconscious is open to be programmed. In all those lower states, especially REM, that's rapid eye movement sleep. That's like the lowest, that's the slowest, I should say, that your brain waves can resonate at is REM. That's when you're in a deep sleep, that full good night sleep, that dun 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 dun, you're rocked. That shit. REM, rapid eye movement. Alpha state is the meditative state. Alpha state is the meditative state. It's right below beta. You also have high beta, what they call high beta. That's when you go into fight or flight, which is what you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to be in fight or flight unless you're about to fucking die. But we're constantly in fight or flight all the time, all the time over some minute shit because of our trauma and a bunch of other shit, but mainly because of your trauma. Let's just keep it simple. So in alpha state, what it feels like is when you zone the fuck out. You zone the fuck out and shit. That's alpha state. When you're daydreaming, that's alpha state. As soon as you wake up, you're in alpha state. When you're about to fall asleep, you're in alpha state. So what I was saying earlier about telling these mythological stories to children, right? Right before, especially as a bedtime story. So not only is it connecting with your subconscious because you're visualizing the story. There's 3 ways to program your subconscious mind. Like I said, repetition, trauma, and symbols. Symbols can even be brushing your teeth to your subconscious, but a movie is literally nothing but symbols to your subconscious mind. There's nothing but symbols, straight up. This right here, the symbol. I thought I had it. Actually, you know what? You can't really fucking see this shit, but this right here, I don't know why I'm using my mouse like you can see the fucking mouse. Can you? I don't fucking know, honestly. This is my first time using Zoom. Like I said, I'm an old ass motherfucker in a young nigga's body. So yeah, bear with me. Not sure how stupid I sound, but like I said, we gonna get to it. I don't know how long this shit's gonna be because I'm on supreme bullshit right now. But like I said, we definitely gonna get right to it. So where are we? So telling these stories repetitiously to children, like I said, you're visualizing the story as a child. Your imagination is extremely active, so you automatically visualizing the story and making a connection with your subconscious on top of being told the story repetitiously. Also, like I said, you're just hearing the story on the surface, especially as a child. You're a child, so you only hearing the surface. You don't know what's underneath. You don't know what mind you, I don't know if I already mentioned this. I don't know what niggas wrote mythology. Let's keep that in mind. This is people who wrote this shit. This shit didn't fall out the sky. Let's get that out the way. Let's just get that out the way because niggas, man. So this shit didn't fall out the sky. Niggas wrote a cult, mind you. The people who wrote every mythology was written by niggas who understand the science I'm telling you about. And what I'm saying is not groundbreaking. It's not new. This shit is ancient. It's not new. Right? So occultists are writing down, and mind you, occult science is just nigga science. Spirituality is just science. Magic is science. It's science. This shit is science. Magic is literally nothing but the manipulation of your subconscious mind, which dictates your fucking reality. It's plain and simple. Plain and simple. Straight up, straight drop. That's all it is. We simplifying shit. Even though this shit has been long since demystified, but I like to get to the point. What actually is the shit, right? So when I get into my groove, that's when y'all gonna be like, okay, cool. Because right now you fucking up. But so young boy, you fucking up. So Mythology, blah blah blah, deities. All right, so yeah, so deities within the mythology, right? Deities were fundamentally created to define a certain energy in order to control, practically use, and access said energy at will. And another thing, I'm going to put I'm going to put the book list at the end. So you can, I'm putting all them shits at the end with the dedication too. But I'm putting the book list straight drop. And as you can see, I'm just being authentic. I really don't, I don't have, this isn't a fucking, I'm not sitting here like, hey, yes, everybody, like, this is how, no, I don't give a fuck. This is not a professional, this is just me being authentic and just, if we were sitting in a room, this is how this shit would be. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what it's going to be. I'm not trying to, like, portray a certain type of motherfucker. This is just, I'm just being myself. You know what I'm saying? Because you niggas probably like, damn, this nigga ain't even, you breaking shit down, but nigga, you don't even got, you know what I'm saying? Niggas said, you know, when niggas hitting you with this shit, they not feeling you. So niggas not feeling you. So yeah, just to clarify that. I'm just being authentic as possible. I am gonna break it down. Trust and believe me, but I'm on some turtle shit. Like I said, you gotta bear with me because I'm also just getting my wisdom teeth removed too. That's another factor. But yeah, I'm gonna take my time with this shit. So bear with me. So deities were fundamentally created to define a certain energy in order to control, practically use, and access said energy at will. Straight up. So obviously, if I'm saying this to somebody who's religious, they gonna hit me with, you know what I'm saying, with one of these and shit. Like, but Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior. Cool. I'm not talking to you. This is not for you. Just click this. Just click off right now. I'm telling you right now. Just click off. If you believe in a deity or a god that is outside of you, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be offended. And it just is what it is. This is not for you. I'm talking to niggas who are already at least a certain amount of proficient in spiritual practice. Like niggas who understand at least a certain amount of basic spiritual principles. Like that's who this is for. Even if you don't, if you're willing to hear it, that's who this is for. You know what I'm saying? That's who this is for. Everybody else, it's really not for you. You know what I'm saying? It's really not. And the real niggas is gonna sit through all the bullshit that I'm on because they're gonna be like, wait, hold on, wait, whoa. So through mythology, you're being told a story of how energies interplay, basically. Osiris, again, we're gonna use the Osirian drama as an example. Osiris represents your subconscious mind. Actually, you know what? Better yet, here, let's go to my fucking website. Actually, perfect. Let's go to my website because on my website, maxedoutmagnetic.com, that's MAXEDOUT, magnetic, MAGNETIC.com, maxed out magnetic, where you can get shit like this and shit like that. And I'm going to tell you the prominence of that because it's not just a shirt. It can be just a shirt if you want it to be, but you can derive power. This is a power piece right here. That's a power piece right there. That's a power piece. You can use it for self-empowerment, subliminal, subconscious alignment. It's a power piece. And I'm going to break that down as well. But I'm going to focus on this too because I'm already all over the fucking place. So let's go to Osiris. Where the fuck are you, Osiris? Osiris. Or, yeah, we can do Osiris. If I can find a nigga. I'm acting like I can't just type this shit in. I'm doing it the slow way, but fuck it. So, oh yeah, actually, you know what? Let me just type this shit in because goddamn, I ain't there yet. What the fuck? Where is this nigga? Osiris. What the fuck are you? Abass. Sekhmet. You know what? I could just do Sekhmet. Since I'm here, I'm gonna tell you though. I'm gonna break down Sekhmet, and I'm just gonna tell you. Osiris in mythology represents your subconscious mind. Also, I'm gonna bring this up now because this is the perfect place to tell you this before I forget. In Judy K. King's book, Isis Thesis, a perfect example, another book you must read. Perfect example of, because she decode, or if let's just say for simplicity's sake, let's just say her. She breaks down and decodes, which is already encoded. In order to decode something, it has to be already encoded. Keep that in mind as well. She decodes. Actually, I have the book right here. I have the book right here. Here it is right here. It looks like this. This is the book. It's the book. A study decoding 870 ancient Egyptian signs. A book decoding or a study decoding 870 ancient Egyptian signs. So, not only are these symbols pertaining to your body, the cosmos, aspects of your mind, they also pertain to your DNA. It's down to the molecular level that this shit is encoded. This shit is mythology is your story. Straight drop. Mythology is your fucking story. Mythology is your story. Again, this is a precursor. Before I decode this shit, I need to explain this so niggas understand what the fuck I'm even talking about to begin with. Because a lot of niggas probably gonna click on this shit and be like, wait, oh shit, Ocarina, oh shit, that was my shit. Yo, and I'm be like, yo, like, niggas, just pay attention. So, mythology is encoded with symbols that speak to every aspect of who and what you are, and embodies many truths told through fictional characters. Fictional, not real, non-existing, made up characters. Not real, nigga. Never walked the planet. What a what a spirit is, because niggas be wilding, man. Look, what a spirit is. Everything has a spirit. Again, I'm not talking about nothing new. Again, shout out to Panic, because he been broke this shit down. But I'm gonna reiterate it. A spirit, everything has a spirit. Everything has a spirit. You have three basic aspects of yourself, right? To make it simple, your body, your physical body, your spirit, and your soul, which is the true you. That's the only actual real part of you, because even your spirit can die. Your body never leaves the fucking planet. Your spirit goes every night to a place that's called the astral world. Get the book Astral Dynamics by Robert Bruce, right? Where he breaks down what the astral world is. The astral world is basically the spirit world. Everything has to trickle down from the astral world in order. I don't know what am I fucking in order. Now I'm just fucking Rocky. All right. So in order for shit to manifest, on this physical plane, it first has to trickle down from the astral world. The astral world contains any thought, you know what I'm saying, that you could possibly fathom. Good, bad, terrible, amazing. Any fear, anything, any and everything is in the astral world. So, with that being said, so this is the basic mechanics of how this reality actually works, right? In order for shit to manifest, it has to first trickle down from the astral world, which is a more etheric but still illusionary world. It's still part of this illusion. None of this is real. This is an illusion, which a lot of people like to say, but they don't really break down, or, you know what I'm saying, or may not even understand what that actually means themselves. Even by even by the definition of reality, this shit ain't real. But which Wayne Chandler, it's another book you need to get. Ancient Future by Wayne Chandler. Ancient Future by Wayne Chandler, where he breaks down the 7 laws of Tahuti, which are also important in understanding the basic mechanics of your fucking reality. You need to understand it. There's certain foundational information that niggas need to understand in order to take back your mind, to have a clear perspective on what reality actually is. Because another important thing, you're under mind control. Everybody on this planet is under some form of mind control. Mind control 101. I think this nigga calls himself Dandelion Jones now. So if you look up, this is a book called Mind Control 101. Get that. It's another book called Dark Psychology 101. Get that. Again, as you can see, although I'll break shit down and I have notes directly from the books, I'm telling you to read the shit yourself. Because there's nothing wrong with you. Read the shit yourself and study it for yourself. Fuck what I'm talking about. Fuck what I'm talking about. Read the books and come to your own conclusion. Do that. You do that. Don't try to, like I said, nigga, I might look like Black Jesus. I might look like the motherfucker, but nigga, that's not me. It's not me, nigga. I'm not here to save you, nigga. I can't save you at all. I can save myself though, for sure. And you can save yourself too. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with you. Everything that's in me is in you. Everything that's in me is in you. So I'm gonna give you the books I read. I'm gonna give you all this information that I have, and I'm gonna give it to you. So you can come to your own conclusion. That's important. Because niggas will give you to run around. And niggas will give you to run around all day. Like, nigga. All right, so I already talked about that. Mind you, I'm brushing over this shit. I'm giving you a general understanding of mythology, what the true essence of mythology. Like I said, fictional characters. What I was talking about, I'm glad I just remembered. What a spirit actually is. So everything vibrates. One of the laws of Tahuti. Law of vibration. That's where you read the book, probably, the Kabbalion. Those 40 laws. That comes from Tahuti. That comes from Hermeticism, which comes from Tahutiism. The 7 laws of Tahuti. That's where that comes from. All those 40 different laws, those are, especially the law of attraction, sub-laws. 7 laws of Tahuti, which I said, get Wayne Chandler's book, Ancient Future, because he breaks those down masterfully in a practical way and pertaining to your current reality, right? And you even basic Western science will tell you everything fucking the shit in front of you, the shit I'm looking at right now, the camera, it has a spirit. Why does it have a spirit? Because you probably misunderstand what spirit actually is to begin with, based off of your programming, based off of all the movies and shit you see, fucking paranormal activity. Niggas have a complete misunderstanding of what spirit actually is to fucking begin with, right? There's a basically a tutorial that Panic gave niggas years ago. It's in a playlist. I don't know where this fucking playlist, but it's a video called Meditation 1 through 4, right? Where he talks about this basic meditation where you just think of an apple and you focus on that apple with all 5 senses, right? As if it's in front of you. What happens eventually when you start to do this meditation, through my own experience, you start to tap into the spirit of the apple. So, 2 things. Everybody has different personal experiences with said apple. Personally, what the fuck am I gonna say? Yeah, anyway, all right, I'm gonna just ignore myself because I'm tweaking. So personally, I was brought back to a lot of different places based off of my personal experiences with the apple. But there's also a general spirit of the apple, of an acorn, of this, of that. And everything has a spirit because everything vibrates. Everything has a spirit because everything vibrates. You can tap into the spirit of inanimate objects too, because you also have you have memory imprints, basically. Excuse me. You have connections with inanimate objects as well. They're not, don't think that you can't tap into the spirit of something that's inanimate, because it's still comprised of atoms. It's still moving, it's still vibrating, just extremely slowly. You can't see it with the naked eye, but it's vibrating. It's you can tap into a vibration. You can tap into any vibration. And certain, like, for example, this wallet, right? This wallet, I have personal experiences with this wallet. Not only do I have personal experiences with this wallet, the symbol and the design itself, I have personal experience with. I channel all of these designs. So just that alone, if I'm scrying, which is one form of meditation, if I'm scrying into this design, your yeah, what I just said right there, perfect. Your subconscious mind or your spirit will take you to, based on your intention, it will take you certain places based on your intention, or it will open up to your intention, right? Or even if you, let's say if you're just doing an apple meditation with no intention other than to focus on the apple, you'll find yourself in many different places because you're tapping into the spirit of the apple based off of your personal experiences. And you might fuck around and be like, oh shit, what deity is this? Just off of meditating and focusing on a certain symbol, like a pine cone, which is Pan. You might end up somewhere where you're like, oh shit, how the fuck did I get here? Because your spirit, you're tapping into the spirit or the essence of said object, which you can do with not just fruits, and you can do it with anything. There is no limit to what you can. Nigga, fucking Raycons, nigga. Raycons have a fucking spirit. Like, nigga, everything has a spirit. That's not exclusive to. I'm getting this out the way because this is an extreme, like, common misconception. And hopefully I didn't ramble too long. Hopefully that made sense. Hopefully that made sense. I keep dropping my shit. Hopefully that made sense. So basically everything has a spirit, right? All right. Again, I'm probably forgetting some shit, but it's cool because this isn't meant to be an in-depth. It's meant to be a basic but informative breakdown of the essence of what mythology and deities actually are. I'm gonna spin back to it later on, but I just want to go over it real quick so you basically understand what the fuck I'm talking about when I get into the actual decoding of Ocarina of Time. So this is the precursor, right? Oh yes, I almost forgot about this. This is important. Again, shout out to Panic. There's a book called Creating Magical Entities by Robert Cunningham. Robert. Cunningham is Cunningham. This book literally exposes what deities are in their essence, which are nothing but highly energized thought forms. That's all. That's all they are. You know what else is a highly energized thought form? Depression. Do you know what else is a highly energized thought form? Jesus Christ. There's no difference. So once you understand, I'm telling you this because if you understand this perspective and you apply this into your own perspective, you can derive power, as opposed to, because niggas out here, yes, Lord, like nigga, like this. It's the same. It's the equivalent. And when we created the fucking deities to begin with, if it's asinine, why the fuck do you need? Can you imagine? Can you imagine if I sat here and told you, hey, yo, nigga, in order to breathe air, nigga, you gotta go through me, nigga. I'm the motherfucker that tells you how to breathe air, nigga. Like, air isn't an abundant fucking energy. Like, what? You see how stupid that sounds? It's the same shit. Why the fuck? Number one, when you created, that's like if your son, even better, it's even worse. It's an even better example. Can you imagine if you have kids? Can you imagine if your son is sitting there, if you sit here to your son, yes, Lord, nigga, huh? The nigga that you gave birth to, that you created, and you praying to your son? it's disrespectful to yourself when you come on, come on, like stop it. Let's stop it, bro. It's fucking 2024. There's so much information out here that there's really no reason. There's no reason why niggas don't get this, but I see it all the time. Well, I see it all the time, constantly, even not even online in real life. Like niggas I run into that's supposedly conscious. I'm sitting there trying to explain to niggas like, bro, well, not trying to like prove to them, but I'm sitting there. If somebody asks me something, I'm at least like, yo, I'm gonna bring it up, and I'm like, all right, well, he ain't there. I'm gonna just let it go because I'm not arguing with nobody. This is not an argumentative thing. Arguments are a waste of fucking time. That's like rule number one. I'm not arguing, bro. That's the dumbest shit you can possibly do. Only time you should catch yourself arguing is if you it's usually gonna be over some mundane shit or some dumb shit, and with your close ones, if your close loved ones, or your spouse or what have you. Again, shout out to, or I didn't shout her out to begin with, but shout out to my fucking soulmate, Alicia Bacon. This is also obviously is dedicated to her and all the other motherfuckers I'm gonna put, but I had to get her out the way before she stabbed me in the neck or some shit. I'm joking, but stabbed me in the top of the dome and shit. But so all right, so yeah, creating magical entities, we got that. I listed astrodynamics, right? Isis Thesis, Ancient Future, Hidden Power, How to Unleash the Power of Your Subconscious Mind by James K. Van Fleet. That's James. My middle name, K. Van, V-A-N, and Fleet, F-L-E-E-T. Another book on the subconscious mind, The Magician, A Study in Effective Magic, M-A-G-I-C-K by Philip Cooper. And I already listed Astrodynamics by Robert Bruce, right? So all of those books, study those books for yourself. And come to your own conclusion. Because like I said, I'm just trying to gloss over it so you just get the basics, because you need to understand this. At least if you're, you know what I'm saying, if you want a spiritual path, this is some shit that everybody needs to understand. If you're doing spiritual work, nigga, you need to understand this. I don't know how you wouldn't already understand it, but I mean, unless you knew or some shit, but you know how shit is. It's no judgment. I'm not judging nobody or nothing like that. So the language of spirit is symbolic. I'm gonna give you a personal example. This was when I was fuck, bro. I don't even know. Like this is when I was like 20, maybe. I don't know. What was it? 21. It was a few years back. So I wanted to contact. This is the first time I ever put up an altar. It's the first time I ever put up an altar. And it was my grandmother's altar on my dad's side. Also dedicated to grandma. Shout out motherfucking grandma. Shout out to grandma, all the grandmas, Grandma Cecile, grandma on my dad's side, abuelita, and abuelito. And just shout out grandmas in general. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to grandmas, man. Shout out to grandmas. So me understanding how she was when she was alive and understand the basic principles of how to tap into spirit and channel energy, because all it is energy. You're not accessing anything outside of yourself. You're not accessing, like, this shit is all in you. I'm talking about literally. There's nothing outside of you. Everything is in you. Everything is in you, including your ancestors. And your ancestors is not just your direct relatives, nigga. Any nigga that dies tomorrow is a fucking ancestor. Plain and simple. You have access to all energy. When a nigga dies and leaves his imprint, his energy imprint, his spirit is what is basically the signature. It's like a signature, literally. Your spirit is your signature. Who you choose to incarnate as a god, because yes, you chose your parent, you chose all of this shit. You chose it. Who you choose to incarnate as, think of it like Skyrim. This is the way I like to describe it. Think of it like Skyrim, right? There's a game called, for the older niggas probably know what the fuck I'm talking about, but young niggas, you know what I'm talking about. There's a game called Skyrim. At the beginning of the game, You choose your race. You choose how you want your character to look. You choose your attribute, how you want your initial attributes to, which side you want them to lean on. You choose all of these things. Where the fuck do you think they got this concept from? Everything comes from somewhere. Everything comes from somewhere. Don't get it fucked up. Please don't. Also, don't get it fucked up. There's nothing new under the sun. Please don't get it fucked up. Please. Because you only gonna fuck yourself by thinking otherwise. Only gonna fuck yourself by thinking otherwise. So, a lot of video games and anime, if not most, are encoded with occult science. Straight up, straight drop. Anybody can fucking see that from my Stevie Wonder can see that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga hit the joint. Yeah, magnetic. Then you ain't lying. Stevie Wonder, nigga. Is that nigga even? I don't even know. I don't know. But shout out to Stevie Wonder, though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Stevie Wonder. So another important thing that I got to bring up is that I got to gloss over real quick is the chakra system. The chakra system. So you have hundreds of chakras, right? But you have 7 major chakras. That's the root, the sacral, the solar, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and the crown chakra, right? The 3 lower chakras are comprised of all your humanity. That's your lower self or your animal self. The heart chakra is the gateway. The 3 upper chakras are your psychic centers, right? This is where people fuck up bad because niggas try to just skip over niggas just don't. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, people just don't want to do the work. The work is relieving yourself of your human trauma. That's the work. The work is deprogramming your mind, your subconscious mind, with the bullshit the false bullshit that you've been programmed with your entire life. And reprogramming and adding actual light. Light is information. Actual true light as opposed to false light. Well, remember I said that too, because we're going to get into, oh man. I love Ocarina time, man. I can't wait to do this shit. Cannot wait. Because this is the amount that I love the game alone. I just love the fucking game. And then the amount of spiritual revelations I had from putting this shit together was crazy. Was crazy. Also, here go link right here as a matter of fucking fact. As a matter of fact, another thing, actually, let me, because I forgot, I'm losing my train of thought of what the fuck I was just talking about before this. Chakras, there it is. See? Thanks, notes. Good look, magnetic. Appreciate you, gang. So, where people fuck up is they ignore the chakra system altogether, or they just don't, they allow their ego, or they don't study their ego enough. That's the problem. People don't understand their ego enough, or the part of the ego that blocks them. So they don't recognize where the ego is actually stifling their development, right? The chakras develop every 7 years, right? So from 0 to 7, that's the root. 7 to 14, sacral, etc., right? That's how they naturally develop, right? Each chakra correlates with, where the fuck is blah, 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 blah. Each chakra is associated with a color, a deity, or multiple deities, stones, gems, crystals, herbs, and also physically associated with your endocrine glands, right? Just keep that in mind. You can give yourself a self-evaluation, basically what you're supposed to be doing. The heart and the pineal gland, all 7 are you can't skip. They're all important. Think of it like your body, right? The root chakra is related to the legs. If you cut your legs off, or if your legs are broken, or they don't work, or your legs are malfunctioning, where the fuck are you going? Where are you going? So it's not like you can skip past the fucking lower. You can't skip past the root. The root is the root is the foundation. This should be common sense, but niggas, mind control. It's really what it's not even necessary. Sometimes it really is just niggas just being dumb as shit. But really, it's just niggas being ignorant. It's really just ignorance. Like people just really can't see themselves. or shit for what it is. That's what mind control does to you. That's what mind control does to you. For example, I'm gonna tell you what mind control does to you. If I go up to somebody and somebody who's religious, right? If I go up to somebody who's religious as fuck, and I tell them, like, yo, if I show them the book, say a heavy Christian motherfucker, I show them the book, The Historical Origins of Christianity by Walter Williams, and I break down like, yo, this is where Christ comes from. This is where this is. And I also show them Gnosticism. Well, it says here, well, actually, in Gnosticism, everybody has the potential to be Christ. There is no this to that and third. They'll be like, nigga, fuck what you said, nigga. How dare you? They get blasphemy, nigga. I rebuke that lying demon in the name of Jesus, nigga. They'll hit me with that. Why is that? Why is that? That's because they're under mind control. They've been programmed their entire life, more than likely, that their Lord and Savior exists outside of them somewhere in the fucking sky. And now mind control is one factor, right? Mind control is one factor. On top of mind control and programming, you have the trauma that you experience just from being a fucking human. You have the trauma you experience, right? Which will fuck you up, which lies in your lower three chakras. What they talk about with releasing humanity, I have no ego, which you can't fucking get rid of your ego until you die. That's not the fuck. Like, come on, bro. So the lower three chakras is where your human emotions lie. And you can give yourself a self-evaluation when studying the chakras. I can give you a couple books, which it's not hard to find. Niggas just be lazy as shit, but I can give you a couple books on chakras. My favorite one is The Wheels of Life by Anodea Judith G Judith. The last what's her last? She has like another name after this. Is fucking 3 names? I don't know. Oh, PhD. Okay, never mind. No. So yeah, that's the name right there. That's probably the best chakra book I've seen. There's another good one. I'm looking on my Kindle in case you're wondering what the fuck I'm looking at. Yeah, Chakras for Beginners by, but this is not the good one I'm talking about, but this is just one I'm just gonna go ahead and list. Chakras for Beginners by, fuck me. I don't know why it's so difficult to fucking. Oh, I could just go back to the beginning. Chakras for Beginners. Discover the 7 major chakras, how to balance your chakras, and how balancing chakras will help you with healing emotional, physical, and mental imbalances. I don't know why the author is not there, but I thought his name was like some shit. What the fuck is this nigga's name? I don't fucking know. All right, well, that's not the one over. Here's the third one. This one is good. This one is good. It's called Chakras for Beginners by Susan. Her name is Susan. And then the second, I'm about to go take a piss. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm gonna edit this shit or not, but or how, if I do, how heavily, it's not gonna be heavily edited. But I gotta take a piss in a second. So it's by Susan Mori, Chakras for Beginners. SUSANMORI. And I'm gonna be right back. I gotta take a piss. Shout out to y'all niggas. All right, piss executed. All right, so all right, so those are the chakra books that you want to go ahead and grab, right? So I hope I explain. I hope that made sense. Hope I explained that. Like I said, I'm not going. I could do a whole lecture alone on chakras. I could do a whole lecture alone on mythology, which I will have coming soon. I will be offering. I guess you could. Well, yeah, I guess you call it. It's a course. It's a program. I will be offering very soon. So be on the lookout for that. And I'm gonna be giving out methodologies and all kinds of shit. Free, you get 1 free shirt and 1 free necklace of your choice as well. But I'm gonna explain all that shit later because I wanna make sure I get through this and make every point that I wanted to make. So The chakra system, right? Your emotional system. That's all it is. You're the 7 major ones. It's your emotional system. The heart chakra is where you release your human trauma built up in the lower 3 chakras. Which is, mind you, we're gonna get to it because this is important, because this also pertains to Ocarina of Time. Because Ocarina of Time is heavy with the chakras. Heavy with the chakras. Heavy with the chakras. Link himself. Well, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. So when it comes to the upper 3 chakras, right? If you haven't done chakra work and you're lower in the first 4, you're fucked. You're not gonna get a clear spiritual transmission with your ego blocking you, like with your perverted perspective, as Dr. Phil Valentine likes to say. Shout out to him. With your affixed judgments was also something that he likes to say. When you have affixed judgments on thoughts, lower vibrational thoughts, perspectives on you have an affixed judgment on yourself from a lower perspective. You see yourself in a lower light. You see the world, and you see yourself as a victim. This is where you get, let's say if you don't do your chakra work and then you start trying to communicate with spirits, this is where you get, oh shit, nigga, I'm under attack. Oh shit. That's where you get that type of shit. Or somebody's after me, or some type of paranoia, which ironically is one of the symptoms of an unbalanced third eye chakra or crown. One of those. See the unbalanced third eye or crown. I'm pretty sure paranoia is definitely yeah. That's one of the fucking traits of an unbalanced higher chakra. So in order for you to get a clear transmission spiritually, not only do you have to be pure heart, number one, that's also important. You have to be pure heart in this work, meaning not oh shit, I'm finna, you know what I'm saying, I'm finna light a candle, you know what I'm saying, one singular candle, and I'm gonna be rich, nigga. It's a wrap. Yeah, we made it. Like, no goofy shit like that. No, yeah, what I'm gonna do is, you know what I'm saying, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell niggas that I'm here to save them, and I'm gonna gatekeep the real. I'm gonna keep leading niggas on, yeah, son, and then I'm gonna just gatekeep the real information. So nigga, I'm gonna just keep, you know what I'm saying, handing niggas carrot. I'm gonna be the horse carrot nigga, you know what I'm saying, or you gotta do shit just to do it. Like when in the spiritual work meditation, you have to do it just like when you a kid. Like when you playing a game, there's no not when you going outside to play, there's no, all right, well, E equals MC square. And then when we go to this tree at a 45-degree angle, no, there's none of that shit. You just going outside to play. There's nothing else to it. That's it. You want to have that same exact pure heart mentality when going into your spiritual work. So with that being said, the precursor, again, like I said, I don't know how long this is gonna be, because I'm especially at first I was rambling my ass off trying to get organized and shit. With that out the way, hopefully I didn't miss anything. Mythology, right? We got that out the way. The basic explanation. There's nothing outside of you. All these deities are highly energized thought forms. That's it. They highly energized thought forms. Straight drop. Get Creating the Magical Entities by Robert Cunningham. There's no difference between Osiris and fucking depression. There's no difference, my nigga. Like, in essence, all these deities are, and mind you can create your own deities, which I have, and that shit works. Actually, that's some of the most powerful deities you can create, because you gotta think about it. If you got 50 niggas smoking 1L, who's getting high for real? Like, who's really getting fried? You got 50 niggas on 1L, as opposed to you smoking an L to the face. You nigga, you're faded, nigga. I got these niggas faded, nigga. You're done. You're done. All these old ass, like, especially shit, motherfuckers like the Reese's and shit, where they just, you see what's going on with that. Like, bro, you got niggas, that's a vampiric, and now they turn vampiric. Not because that's how they were in essence, because we humanize them. Spirit is perfect. Like, you're gonna be fucked up no matter what you do as a human. At least on a certain level, you're gonna be fucked up. Like, you're having a human experience. Even once you get your chakras balanced, you're supposed to be imperfect. Look at nature, bro. Look at nature. Study Gnosticism also as well. Study Gnosticism. But when you humanize a deity, when you humanize a spirit that is supposed to be like, for example, you asking spirits, you asking a unconditional love spirit, you know what I'm saying, to pay your gas bill or some dumb shit like that, bro. Or to you asking a spirit, yo, attack this nigga. You asking a true unconditional love spirit. That's what the spirit was created for. To access the energy of true unconditional love, and you sending this energy to try and attack some nigga, some stupid shit like that. That's why. That's the reason why motherfuckers like the Reese's are fucked up. The pantheons like that are fucked. And you're not really getting no gas. Like, you're not really. Now, it depends. Like, you can, but like, it depends on how you're accessing the energy. I'm speaking generally. Now, opposed to you creating your own fucking deity or using a deity that nobody really knows about, nigga. The fuck? There's no difference between you accessing Osiris and, mind you, I'm talking about accessing. Better yet, let's put it this way. Hence maxed out 99999. Shout out to my brother. There's a game called Final Fantasy VII. There's a game series called Final Fantasy. In Final Fantasy VII, specifically, I'm using this as an example. In Final Fantasy VII, just so you could get to see what deities really are. They even show this shit in the fucking game. In Final Fantasy VII, they have something called summonings. Right? These summonings, they literally summon deities. They do the little mudra, I think that's what that shit's called, the hand motion shit. Fucking, they do that, right? And they disappear, and they literally turn into the summoning. They summon it out of their own power. They're summoning something within them and becoming that shit. That in essence is what you're supposed to be doing with these deities, with Baphomet, with Kali, with Osiris, nigga, with Bass, with fucking. Oh, another important thing that's also in, like I said, I said depression, Osiris, same shit basically, different frequency, same shit. Both can be accessed. You can put yourself in a depressive spell based off of you accessing that, and you programming yourself to magnetize depression, evoking that shit around you, invoking it, like you invoking niggas, invoking depression. You supposed to be invoking some shit to empower you. It's all in your mentality. Everything, your whole entire perspective will be your reality. So, all right, let's get to the Ocarina of Time shit, because I'll sit here for fucking hours explaining that shit. And I just want to do a basic gloss over of that shit. But I brought that last part up because, and you probably guessed it by now, but Link is a deity. Remember, this is all energy. Correlation or correspondence, that's the word I'm looking for. Correspondence, which is also one of the 7 laws of Tahuti, is extremely important in mythology. You correspond energies with different energies in different pantheons, and you start to see a pattern. Like, oh shit, this nigga, this is Osiris right here. Oh wait, this is Pan in this pantheon. This is this motherfucker in this pantheon. There are reference books where they can help you do this. One is called Encyclopedia of Ancient Deities. One is called Encyclopedia of Spirits by Judica Ilks. Those are 2 reference books where they correspond spirits, nigga. But they not only do they correspond spirits, they give you a description of symbolically what the spirit represents, and they show you, at least in Judica Ilk's books, she shows you what they take as offerings. There's animals associated with their days. um, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So Link, all these characters are deities in the story. All these characters are deities. Ocarina of Time is nothing but a compilation of Celtic and pagan mythology, as well as a bit of Shintoism. That's what Ocarina of Time basically is, as well as obviously chakra symbology, uh, shadow symbology, which is shadow self, goes heavy into the shadow self, pineal gland, and the classic Christ and Satan story, which comes from the classic Set Horus story, the tale of two brothers. They're brothers for a reason, and there's always an antagonist for a reason. It's not that the motherfucker is evil. Get good and evil out your head. You have to get good and evil out of your head to have a greater understanding. Hold on, excuse me. Let me get some water because I'm fucking. Well, all right, there we go. So get good and evil out of your head and think, man, we talking about energy. So you have higher energy and lower energy. It's not good, and one is not better or worse. It's just lower vibrational energy and higher vibrational energy, right? Another law to Hootie, the law of polarity, which is which you need to pay attention to, because that's what Horus and Set are. That's what Christ and Satan are. That's what that is. Polarity. It's showing you Satan is you, Christ is you. All these deities are you. Let's get that out. These deities are you, nigga. They are you. Like I said, all these mythologies are explaining how these energies interplay within your own fucking self, within your mind, within your DNA, etc., etc., etc. So, Ocarina of Time is a compilation of Celtic and pagan mythology, as well as a bit of Shintoism, chakra symbology, and of course the age-old Christ and Satan story. Christ and Satan being the same fucking thing, the same motherfucker. Like there's the same nigga. So, okay. All right, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Let's just start by breaking down Link and Ganon, just to continue on what I'm talking about, right? So Link is Pan. I'm corresponding the energy. Link is Pan. Link is Arthur. Link is the heart chakra. Link is the Christios energy. And Link is also related to the fairy world, obviously. The nigga is from fucking Kokiri Forest, right? Link's name, so this is why he's the heart chakra. Link's name, meaning connection, or to connect physically, to associate, to wed. The heart chakra, fourth gateway chakra, is known as the gateway chakra, or the bridge between the lower or link between the lower and upper three chakras. Chakra work, and this is a super obvious one. Chakra work in the heart is pivotal not only to obtain balance on a human level, but on the spiritual level as well. I keep getting fucking emails. Get the fuck. That's why I keep stopping. It is in your heart chakra that you address, accept, come to terms with, and release your human trauma built up in the lower three chakras and take on the attributes of Christ. You are the Christ. Christ is the heart chakra. Link is the heart chakra. Link is the Christ. That's why that's why the Triforce of Courage is his. Courage, nigga. That's why he's the color green, nigga. It's the heart chakra. He's Pan. He's Arthur as well from Celtic mythology. That's what the Master Sword is, Excalibur. So in Gnosticism, where Christianity comes from, Gnosticism, or what they call the Dead Sea Scrolls, that was found in Nagamati, Egypt. Like I said, study that. I can list a book at the end. But it's explained in Gnosticism that every man and sorry, I forgot this important part. In Gnosticism, they didn't have time to tamper with that shit. It's just straight drop. Gnosticism is straight drop, and this is where Christianity actually comes from. That's important. So, in Gnosticism, it is explained that every man and woman has the potential to become Christ when the Christos energy within is raised up. Also, that's the etymology of that word. Christ comes from Christos or Christos. That's where that comes from. All right. And let's go right to Ganon, because we're going to circle back and we're going to go to the important niggas. But Link and Ganon are the same person. Look at this. Look at this story, Ocarina of Time. Look at it as if you're looking at Link's subconscious mind. Look at it as if you're looking at Link's subconscious mind. Right? Look at it from that perspective. So, Ganondorf, my nigga, he is Satan. He is Set. He's the shadow self, he's lower energy, lower physical nature. He's physical nature. He's the ego. And he also represents the aspect of dark magic. Again, like I said, magic is nothing but the manipulation of your subconscious, which dictates your reality. What they refer to as white and black magic and transcendental magic is what I'm into. Is what you should be into if you're doing spiritual work. You're doing what's called transcendental magic, which you're really just, like I said, just science. That's all it is. And black magic would be, I forgot what the fuck white magic is. I forgot what the fuck that shit is. But it's not nothing mystical, magical to begin with. What they call black magic, if you're doing black magic, I believe that's referring to you using candle magic. You using ritual in order to obtain something physical, right? I believe that's what black magic is. I could double check on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what black magic is. So if I want to light a candle or do a ritual, let's say if I'm doing a candle ritual for prosperity, not to get a fucking $1 million tomorrow and shit, for prosperity, right? Or to get a new job, something mundane, right? Something mundane, to get a new job, some shit. Or success on this interview, some shit like that, right? That would be black magic. So, oh, yeah, all right, yeah. So, Ganondorf, right? Sorry, Ganondorf from the Western Gerudo Desert, king of the Gerudos, in search of the Triforce in the sacred realm in order to rule the world. Literally has a move. I wish I could pull this shit up, but I don't know where. It's going to take too long. And I'm already, you know what I'm saying, running up the time, which I don't got a limit, but you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get to the nitty gritty of this shit. He literally has a move in Ocarina of Time where he turns dark matter into light. He literally has that move in the game. Like, no bullshit. It's in the cutscene. I'll tell you this. It's in the cutscene where Zelda and Impa are running from Ganon. And Link is there, and then Zelda throws Link the Ocarina of Time. And then Ganon does the move. So, let's get to the story. I'm going to circle back and explain different characters. Let's get to the story, right? So, it's the fun part. From Rip, Link is having a nightmare. Actually, a premonition. He's actually having a premonition. He's having a nightmare of him seeing Zelda and Impa fleeing Hyrule Castle. This is the cutscene I just was talking about. He's having a nightmare or a premonition of him seeing Zelda and Impa fleeing Hyrule Castle, being pursued by Ganondorf, and when he sees him, he's in shock. He's afraid. The Great Deku Tree, guardian spirit of the Kokiri Forest, points out how all the Kokiri children have their own fairy except one boy who was Link, and we soon enough find out that that he doesn't have a fairy because he's a Hylian. He's not actually a Kokiri. He's actually a Hylian motherfucker. The Great Deku Tree then sends Navi, the fairy, to Link after telling her a great evil is descending upon Hyrule, and also says the Kokiri Forest. Oh, sorry, the way I wrote my notes is even confusing me. He also says the Kokiri Forest for a long time had been a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining order, but this tremendous evil is overwhelming even for his power. Even for his power, it's overwhelming. So even for his bitch ass power, you know what I'm saying, he ain't ready for Ganon, right? His bitch ass not ready for Ganon. So it's time for the boy of destiny, Link, to begin his journey. Note, the Deku Tree mentions his sleep of many moons, must have been restless and full of nightmares. Also note, he needs his wisdom and courage, and ask him if he has the courage to undertake the task. I already used the word courage twice, and he already bringing up courage. Like I said, he's the heart. Link is the heart chakra. Link is the heart chakra. So, mind you, he also says that his sleep of many moons. He's saying that Link was sleeping. At the beginning of every single Zelda game, this motherfucker is sleeping. He's always sleeping, right? So remember I told you to think of it as Link's subconscious mind? Well, that's actually what you're in right now. You're exploring your subconscious mind right now. It's been reversed. Right now, in this reality, in order for you to go into your subconscious mind, that's your spirit. That's where all the magic is. In actual reality, outside of this illusionary reality, it's reversed. It's reversed. It's where in Kabbalah, you have the tree of life and you have the Kalipov, the tree under the tree, right? The Kalipov is what's reflecting this false tree of light, which is what you call reality, right? The Kalipov is the true world, accessed through Dath, which means death, which also means knowledge, right? That's where Darth Vader comes from. Also, even in the Bible, Satan, who's supposed to be evil, the serpent, who's supposed to be evil, which is actually the ultimate fucking power. Once you understand what Satan actually is, Lucifer, Baphomet, which is your fuck. Well, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. In the Bible, the motherfucker tells Eve, yo, or sorry, God tells Eve, yo, listen, you want to eat off the tree of life? You good. Eat that shit all day. You know what I'm saying? You got it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You good on that. But don't fuck with the tree of knowledge though. Don't fuck with that because you're gonna be like me. Don't do that. It says in the fucking Bible. But straight up, don't eat off the fucking tree of knowledge, which is the clip off, for you will become like me. You will become a god like me. Don't fuck with that tree of knowledge, nigga. And then here comes Christ, Satan, telling Eve, yo, you gotta fuck with the tree. You gotta fuck with the tree of knowledge, nigga. Gotta fuck with the tree of knowledge, like, which is the real shit. So, mind you, another important thing. Out of darkness comes light. Hence why the Kalipov is the dark side. The Kalipov is the dark side of the tree. The dark side. It's reflecting this false light. It's the true world. It's the quantum world. So, all right. The Deku Tree needs Link to break the curse placed upon him by this new evil, Ganondorf, by purifying him from the inside, literally. So, remember I said this is a chakra story, right? The Great Deku Tree, this right now, Link is in the root chakra. Not only is he in a forest, let's say every chakra correlates to an element as well. I don't know if I mentioned that, or I probably forgot. I don't know if I did. But I'm telling you now. Every chakra also, with outside of just a color, it corresponds to an element as well. The first three are earth, water, and fire. Root is earth, sacral is water, and fire is solar. Right? This nigga literally has to purify the curse placed on on the Great Deku Tree by Ganondorf, who I told you represents the ego. Right? You follow me? So pay attention, because now we about to get into it. So the first shit you're doing, this nigga's already doing chakra work from Rip. He's doing the first layer of chakra work. By he's going into the root chakra, which is the Great Deku Tree, and purifying him from the inside out. Straight drop. I mean, it's literal. I mean, it's just straight drop at this point. So the Deku Tree describes Ganon after Link. So this is after you do that. After Link does that, the Deku Tree describes Ganon after Link completes his task as a wicked man of the desert with his vile sorcerous powers, searching for the sacred realm, which is connected to Hyrule, which the sacred realm, I'm telling you right now, is the astral realm, which is the spirit realm, which is, like I told you earlier, that's where your spirit goes every single night when you dream. Whether you dream every night, whether you remember that shit or not. You dream, your spirit leaves your body and goes to the astral world every single night, whether you remember it or not. If you had sleep paralysis before, which I had when I was younger, I never seen no shit, but I definitely couldn't fucking move. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I couldn't move or breathe. This is the first time I had it, is when I was a child. And I was terrified, not because I was seeing demons and shit, because I couldn't fucking move or breathe. I was like, what the fuck is this? Little did I know the reason why this happens is because your spirit is what animates you. You can't move unless your spirit is in your body, but a part of your brain can come on. The part of your brain that allows you to be conscious and aware can come on before your spirit fully returns inside of your body. That's why sleep paralysis is a thing. Because your spirit animates you. You can't move unless your spirit is in your body. So, in case this isn't common sense, I guess I should say this too. Obviously, I mean, maybe it's not common sense, I guess. I'll just say it. You're a multi-dimensional motherfucker. You have so many different aspects to your being. Hence why mythology is so. That's why there's so many different energies interplaying with one another, which I'm explained and through this story as an example. This shit came out in what, 1998, the year I was born. Actually, yeah, it did. Yeah, 1998 is when this shit came out. And this shit just turned 25, just like me. Right on time. So Deku Tree describes Ganon after Link completes his task as a wicked man of the desert with his vile sorcerer's powers. He on nigger with him. He on hard R with him. Searching for, sound familiar to the way he's describing Ganondorf, like he's already demonizing his magic. Pay attention to that. And also keep in mind, symbols are multi-layered by nature. Like they say, a picture tells 1,000 words. So there's going to be multiple different meanings. There's going to be a general meaning set up, like the general meaning of what a symbol is. And there's millions of different fucking interpretations of a symbol. It can't just mean one singular thing. Keep that in mind. So they start to tell the age-old chaos story, which I did not bring up. There's a video by Bobby Hemmett, the nigga who bought occult science to American niggas, pretty much. It's called Satan Ultimate Dark Side Power. And in this video, he breaks down like a motherfucker with bibliography and books that you can read yourself and come to your own conclusion. Because as soon as you hear, oh shit, Satan, niggas start panicking and shit. But if you just trying to get down to the science of the shit and understand it and gain light from it, trust and believe you will. Because that shit right there is a must watch. Say must watch. He breaks down what Satan truly is in essence, and also from the chaos story through Greek mythology, which is also our shit. Because that's another thing people get confused, like niggas get confused. Like that ain't ours. Nigga, first of all, the nigga Greeks that is us, All this shit is nigga shit. We were the first ones on the planet. This is just facts. This is facts. This isn't argument. This is just, if you don't know that, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Honestly, bro. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. The Trojans, when you talk about Trojans, Etrustians, or Etrurians, I think that's how you say it. That's the niggas. That's the niggas. The Greeks came out of Egypt. They came out of Egypt into Greece. It's niggas. All the original. You should know how, you know what I'm saying, what the Romans did by now. I mean, I don't think I should have to fucking explain that. So all right, yeah. So they told, when I'm talking about the age-old chaos story, that's what I'm talking about. The story where they talk about chaos, or how people, they was in nothingness. You are a chaos being as a melanated motherfucker. You're a chaos being. Chaos in the occult means potential energy, meaning you, nigger, have the potential to become anything. You have the potential to become anything. Anything. You're a chaos being. You're above even what the title of God. In your essence, you create gods. You create gods, nigga. You create gods. Literally, you create gods. God is nothing but a title. Like, God ain't, this is nothing but a title, bro. It's not what it's been gassed up to be. Again, study mind control. So they start to tell the age-old chaos story, just slightly variated before creating. When you talk about what's before creation, potential energy. In order to create, it has to be it comes from nothingness. It comes from nothingness, or an empty, or a potential energy. Before you have that, oh shit, I know what to do, or I have that idea, or oh shit. Before you have that aha moment, or even if you're trying to remember some shit, you be like, or you drawing out of that blank space. You drawing from chaos and bringing it into creation, right? So before creation, the three golden goddesses descended upon Hyrule. Din, goddess of power; Faror, goddess of courage; and Neru, goddess of wisdom. Din cultivated the land and created the red earth. Neru gave the spirit of law, and Faror produced all life forms that would maintain the law. After this, they departed, for the heavens and left the Triforce behind as a gateway, right? They reside in the Triforce resides in the spirit realm, which is the astral world, or the astral realm, which also, I guess I should say this now, in real life, the astral realm is multi-layered. Look at it like this. Energy operates in a spiral, right? This also is talked about in the Akashic Records book. Everything is happening all, you know how now they got the whole multiverse bullshit. All that is the fucking astral world. That's all that is. That's all it is, bro. The multiverse is the fucking astral world. And it exists in you. That's not something that's outside of you. Everything, despite your perspective, because you're taught that things only work linear, when in actuality, that's far from the truth. You can access anything on a quantum level. You can view how you magnetize and create realities is through magnetism. Either you repelling or you attracting. So if you want to manifest yourself as a better version of yourself, you're observing a better version of yourself through creative visualization. Your imagination is the most important tool that you have. Subconscious mind, 3 ways to program it: trauma, repetition, and symbols. The important thing about the subconscious mind is that it does not discriminate. The biggest difference between the subconscious and the conscious mind, if me and you see a pig fly right the fuck now, our conscious mind will tell us a million reasons why that shit is not real, because we've been programmed that should be the last thing that should be possible. That should be the last motherfucker that should be with wings. So we gonna be like, nah, that's fake. Somebody doing like, yo, nah, it can't be. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go through all that because of the way we're programmed. But if you are having if you're meditating, you have a creative detailed visualization with all 5 senses, and you feel it. That the feeling is super important. The feeling is essential. The feeling is everything for real. Because even the feeling will bring about the visualization, even if you have like a blurry. I've done especially when I first started, my shit was blurry, but I was feeling that shit and it still worked. Because your mind will make that shit when you pure heart and you really feel that shit, it's gonna work. It can't not work. Can't not work. Can't not work. I guarantee you. This is off of experience. I'm trying to tell you. Off the experience. I also forgot to continue. That reminds me. I started to explain what the fuck I was gonna I was talking about my grandma. Let me go back to that because I don't know how I forgot that. I just stopped telling that story. Let me tell it now before I forget again. For experience of connecting with spirit, right? How the fuck did I forget? The fuck? Y'all probably like, is this nigga gonna finish the story? I forgot all about that shit. So when I first started doing my spiritual work, the first altar I ever put up was my grandma's on my dad's side, right? She was super important to me. She was the heaviest loss, like death. That was the hardest death in my entire life. So when I became conscious and I started doing work and shit, I'm like, all right, let me put up her altar. So I knowing my grandma, I know that her favorite song was Rock With You by Michael Jackson. That was her shit. She loved Michael Jackson. That was her shit, right? So I got that on in the background. I set up her altar. I make her pancakes. That was her shit. She was the genius chef. Just like Alicia, my girl. She's a genius chef. And breakfast was her shit. That was our shit. We like, yo, grandma, you gotta make some bread. We need the pancakes, the French toast. This shit was to this day. I'm like, yo, this shit is godlike. The fuck. So I make the pancakes. I put them up on her altar. I'm playing Rock With You. I got candles lit. I put my heart chakra crystal on her altar. And I went into a meditation, a heart chakra meditation with To Rock With You by Michael Jackson. Meditating to music is an ultimate cheat code, especially meditating to oldies, for sure. Or music that you create, which I forgot to mention, the music you're hearing in the background, because I will have to at least edit this in, is 432 hertz meditation music produced by myself. So after I come out the meditation, I'm feeling great. I don't even remember what the fuck happened in the meditation, but I felt amazing. I'm coming out of it. And something told me is your spirit. You like, yo, something told me I should. Damn, something told me. Or it's like, yes, I knew it. Something told me I should have did that. That's your spirit. It's a minute form of intuition because that voice has been stifled and you've been not listening to your intuition for so long that that's the minute level that it's at now. Until you build it back up. It's just like doing push-ups. It's just like doing push-ups. So something told me like, yo, I should go to the store and like put more shit on an altar. Like she used to be the queen of snacks. She used to have, she put me on a lot of kettle. To this day, my favorite chips are kettle cooked jalapeno chips, bro. To this day, she put me on them joints. I never look back. I'm like, yo, these shits is me and grandma used to be just wilding, just fucking eating snacks and shit. So I'm like, all right, let me go to the store. And this is a personal experience. This is how you know when spirit will give you confirmation on confirmation on confirmation. So your ego can't block it. No, that ain't real. No, I'm tweaking. No, this can't. Nah, your ego do. Hating ass ego, right? So, but that's the nature of the ego. Like, because the ego is constantly in survival mode. So anytime you're trying to change some shit, oh, hold on, nigga. We've been surviving like this all this time. Oh, wait, hold on. What the fuck, nigga? Wait. So that's why it will just lie to you all day. Either for better or it will tell you anything. Like, so I go to the store, right? I'm in there. I'm like, damn, what should I get? Oh, inspiration. When inspiration hits, that's your spirit. I'm like, oh, I know what to get. The kettle cook. Oh, I know what to get. The honey roasted peanuts. Oh, I know what to get. And then I grabbed some other shit. And then the last thought was, damn, Should I? Because she used to drink coffee every single morning, with that vanilla, the coffee, fucking vanilla shit, hot coffee. I can't fuck with coffee. I'm not a coffee. I tried it. Shit is not for me. Shit had me fucking my toilet up, nigga. I can't do the coffee, and I'm just that crash. Fuck no, nigga. No, I'm good. But that was her shit. So I'm like, yo, think I didn't say this out loud. I was thinking this in my head. Damn, should I get some coffee too? Mind you, I've never in my life at the store ever. I don't drink coffee. I never ordered or coffee. The clerk, nigga says, no coffee today, buddy. I'm like, the fuck? That's how you know it's spirit. That was her spirit speaking through him. Yes, nigga, get the coffee. So I got the coffee, put the shit up on her altar, and nigga, there's been multiple but that was the first instance in my life where I had a spiritual experience to that magnitude. Like instant manifestation. Like she was there. Right there, like undeniably. Right? And so I had to finish that story. I don't know why. I forgot to finish that shit earlier. So there's the story. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't take much to this is what you already are. People fold by not trying. Like you have to just do it. Just fucking do. You gotta dive in the water. You gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just do it. Once you just do it, watch how that shit works. Watch how that shit works. I'm trying to tell you. This is what we are. So, all right. Link is then told to head to Hyrule Castle to meet with Zelda and is handed the first spiritual stone, the Kokiri Emerald, the root chakra stone. And the Great Deku Tree dies, and Link is stopped by Saria, who gives him the Ocarina. Now, remember I told you Link is the heart chakra, right? A million times. The Ocarina is the element of wind. The Ocarina is also, I told you he's Pan. The Ocarina is literally a flute. It's literally straight up a fucking flute. The Ocarina is a flute. Like the nigga is Pan. He's the heart chakra. He's Pan. He's Arthur. So after leaving the fucking annoying ass owl. After leaving the fucking annoying ass owl, you know that annoying ass owl if you played the game I'm talking about with that stupid ass theme song and shit. That nigga just never shuts the fuck up. He stops to inform him. So after that, he gets to Zelda. She says his name, and I brought the owl up because owls symbolically relate to the underworld. The underworld, anytime you see any type of underworld, they're talking about the subconscious mind. Another thing before I forget, because I might forget during the lecture, Epona is a deity. Is also, I believe, a Celtic. What is Epona? I'm gonna look it up right now, because before I forget. Also, Epona is horses symbolically are guides to underworld, guides to the underworld. And Link, remember I told you this is Link's subconscious mind, and who's his fucking horse? Epona. You can't make this shit up. It's right there. I'm gonna tell you right now what Epona. This is from Judica Ilk's book, in case you're wondering. Encyclopedia of Spirits is a reference book. These reference books are amazing for your study. Amazing. And allow you to correspond a lot of different shit. Epona, lady, Celtic. Yeah, it's fucking Celtic too. That's what I figured. This is fucking Celtic shit. This is Celtic. Ocarina of Time is mad Celtic shit throughout it. Pagan shit too. And a bit of Shintoism, but it's really Celtic for real. It's really Celtic. Especially if you watch that old ass Excalibur movie. And then go, nigga, come on. So, Epona is a great and important goddess, guardian spirit of horses and their riders. Her name derives from epos, a Celtic word indicating horse. She is never portrayed without one, but Epona is more than just a spirit who oversees horses. She is an extremely complex deity, who was once widely venerated throughout Europe. Epona is a spirit of abundance and plenty, healing, and death. She is a goddess of peace and the matron of soldiers. The matron of soldiers. Link is a fucking soldier, nigga. I don't know who I'm looking at. I keep forgetting the camera's down there. Link is a soldier, nigga. A Hylian soldier. The Hylian soldier, nigga. Her shrines incorporated therapeutic healing springs. Healing springs. You play Zelda, my nigga. Her carved image appears several times within an ancient pagan cemetery near what is now Metz, France. Epona may be a psychopomp. I don't know what the fuck that means. One cemetery carving depicts Epona riding her mare, followed by a man whom she may be leading to the afterlife. The ancient Celts perceive horses, mind you, Celtic mythology is it's also our shit to all its Menju. Remember what I said earlier? Menju. That's not it. That's not English. But who gives a fuck about English? So virtue, blah 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 blah. All right, so that's enough on Epona. You get the point, the gist of it with that. So he gets to Zelda, and she says his name is somehow familiar, and explains that she dreamed so she also had a premonition that this nigga was coming to save Hyrule. She tells him the ancient sages sealed the Triforce in the Temple of Time for protection, because if those with a pure heart made a wish with it, they would lead Hyrule into a golden age of prosperity. And if someone with an evil mind makes the wish, the world will be consumed by evil. Now, remember when I told you, I forgot to mention this point. All of the characters in this shit are aspects of Link's mind. All of the characters in this story are aspects of Link's mind. All of them. Ganon, Zelda, Impa, the Master Sword, Navi, the Deku Tree, the land itself, Hyrule itself is his mind. Hyrule is his subconscious mind. So remember that. So she tells him that the Triforce, the ancient sages sealed the Triforce in the Temple of Time for protection, because if those with the pure heart, mind you, the heart chakra shit again, if those with the pure heart made the wish with the Triforce, they would lead Hyrule into a golden age of prosperity. And if someone with an evil mind or out of control ego, an evil mind or out of control ego makes the wish, then the world or the subconscious mind will be consumed by evil, which is humanity. Humanity is the only that is the fucking evil, nigga. You're the evil. You, nigga. Ain't no fucking nigga in the ground. This shit is you. You the evil nigga. You, nigga. So the Temple of Time is the entrance you can enter the sacred realm from. I don't know why I'm reading it like that. The temple is because of my notes. You gotta bear with me. My fault. I'm fucking robot and shit. The Temple of Time. The Temple of Time is the entrance you can enter the sacred realm from. Oh, okay. I see what I was trying to say. So from Hyrule, the Temple of Time is basically how you can access the sacred realm. But the entrance is sealed in the Temple of Time by a stone door. And to enter, you need the 3 spiritual stones and the Ocarina of Time. The Ocarina of Time is representing the 4th element of air, which is heart, which is Link. So that's the 4 elements. So you need the 3 spiritual stones, earth, water, and fire, and the 4th element is air. And music is also important in this. He's fucking Pan, plays the flute. It's fucking Link, nigga. So, nigga, put Link up on your altar. Put Link up. Put that nigga up. Put Zelda, put Link, nigga. So, the dark clouds in her dreams symbolically represent Ganondorf. He's the leader of the Gerudos. They hail from the desert far to the west. The west symbolically is connected to death and the underworld. Keep that in mind. Ganon is frauding as if he's loyal to her father. Obviously, he's for lying ass nigga. Fucking evil ass smile and shit. Yeah, nigga, I pledge allegiance. Yeah, gang. Like, frauding ass nigga. So, But he clearly reps Scheme Team, so Link and Zelda set out to obtain the Triforce before Reem. She keeps the Ocarina of Time safe while Link retrieves the other 2 spiritual stones. Link meets Impa, her protector, after Zelda hands him her letter to enter Death Mountain Trail. She also teaches him Zelda's lullaby and says the notes hold mysterious power. Now, let's talk about the power of music. First of all, again, shout out to Panic. Universe means one song. Straight drop. This shit is music. Existence is music. Everybody operates on their own rhythm. Everybody is an instrument. You can look at us. I like to look at it like a band, like a gigantic fucking band, right? Everybody, every individual being an instrument, or I'll put it to you this way, because I make beats digitally, right? On FL Studio, right? The way I make my beats, I'm the real one-man band, man, but nah. But so the way I make my beats, I do the hi-hats, I do the melodies, I do all played by myself. I channel the shit. I do the melody first. I do the hi-hats, I do the melodies, the snares, the 808s, the kicks. The fuck other instrument? The claps or a percussion. And it sounds like a band. There's all these different aspects, but they all are playing in perfect harmony. So yeah, just listening to myself is funny as shit too again. Yeah, you ancient technique. You. But so probably lose my train of thought fucking around. All instruments. Oh, that's what I was about to say. Sorry. You've probably heard of the concept of the macrocosm and the microcosm. You being the microcosm, the universe being the macrocosm, which is internal. It's internal. Your mind is you are your own individual universe. Everyone is. So on a microcosmic level, you being in perfect harmony with yourself, you having your hi-hats, your snares, your melody, all that shit is in perfect harmony, is you being in balance, right? If you yourself are balanced out, you balance out the whole, which is what we all are. We're all one entity. We're all one thing. Separation truly is the greatest illusion, for real, because we literally are one motherfucker. It's like we're one thing. Basically, we're one thing. And I hope that made sense. I don't know if I remember or made the point I was trying to make, but fuck it. I'm in the spirit. So where are we? Gerudos, they hail from the Mexican, but he clearly reps Scheme Team. He actually does. Okay, let's talk about Impa for a second. Actually, no. We're gonna save that for later. When we get to when he becomes an adult. All right, so after learning Zelda's lullaby, Link has to return to Kokiri Forest to obtain Saria's song. She's the sage of the forest, by the way. She's the sage of the forest. Which she tells him if he now this right here, she literally says this in the game, in the dialogue. If he plays the ocarina here, he can talk to the spirits of the forest. If you want to tap into the spirit of Michael Jackson, what do? You play his fucking music. You say this shit is right. Music is a powerful, powerful tool to tap into spirit. Extremely powerful tool to tap into spirit, to speak to spirit, to get into the vibration of a certain spirit. Sit right there in the fucking dialogue. So she tells the motherfucker if he plays the ocarina here, he can talk to the spirits of the forest. The sacred forest meadow will be important for both of them someday. And when he plays this song, he'll hear her voice and he can talk to her anytime through the song. He can talk to her anytime through the song. That's what I just said. Michael Jackson, all these musicians, or let's say a comedian, throw they shit, get into it's simple to communicate with spirit. It's simple. You do shit all the time. Do this shit all the time. Like, but you think your way out of it. So the ego blocks you. After purifying Death Mountain and getting the spiritual stone of fire, the Goron's ruby, Link goes to the great fairy fountain at the peak of the mountain, who only appears after you play Zelda's Lullaby at the fountain. She awakens his latent powers of magic and also says she can heal him when he's low on health. She is the fairy of power, but there are also fairies that teach him spells. After purifying Jabu, which is the water motherfucker. Mind you, you see it's not in a particular order. In the game itself, you can do it in any particular order. But we just doing it the basic order. Not the way, not the chakra order, but in this case, it will be we doing root, then solar, then sacral. But the regular order would be root, then sacral, then solar. But that's not that important. And as far as the confounds of this story, it's not that important for the game. So he does that. He does the fair. He gets his magic after that too. After purifying Jabu, the spirit of the water, or the Zoras, which is the water motherfuckers, Link gets the Zora Sapphire. She tells him it is the Zora engagement ring. On his way back to Hyrule Castle, he lives the scene from his nightmare. That's what I was talking about earlier. The premonition he had earlier, now he's living it. Zelda throws the Ocarina of Time into the water, and Ganon literally stuns the shit out of him and hits him with the attack where he literally turns darkness into light. Literally. A mystical light surrounds the Ocarina of Time, and Link is sent a telepathic message from Zelda, who teaches him the Song of Time after he obtains the Ocarina. Link opens the door of time. Literally, so okay, let me say this. In the game, like when this shit happens, he's literally communicating with Zelda telepathically through spirit. Dude, as soon as he picks up the fucking, she put the energy on Ocarina of Time and is telepathically communicating with the motherfucker and teaches him the Song of Time to open up the door of time. Literally, in the game. Right? Can't make this shit up. Alright. So, Link then opens the door of time, which lies behind it, the Master Sword. Now, remember I said that's Excalibur. Pulling the sword is literally in a pedestal, in a stone pedestal. He has to pull the sword out. You can't make this shit up. It's straight drop. Straight drop. Master Sword is Excalibur. And you have to be pure of heart to pull the shit out. You have to be pure of heart. It's heart chakra shit. Also, another thing, symbolically, sword, the reason why a sword, right? Why a sword? Well, symbolically, the element of air is also connected with the weapon, the magical sword. This is in Philip Cooper's book. So symbolically, the element of air is connected to the sword, symbolically, which is connected to the heart. That's why a fucking sword. So that's why the Master Sword to begin with. And as the sword is associated with the heart. So he opens the door of time, gets the Master Sword after purifying and mastering the lower three elements, the three chakras, because in each, I forgot to mention this, I'm glad I put it here. In every, Ganon places a curse on basically the whole fucking Hyrule. The Deku trees, went through that. The Death Mountain Trail, and he goes in them and purifies from within. He's doing chakra work. Literally, he's doing fucking chakra work. So, and he's the link. He's the heart. He's the heart. So, After purifying and mastering the lower 3 chakra elements / chakras, Link has the final key to the sacred spirit realm, which is the astral realm. The evil destroying sword, which also symbolizes the heart. 7 years later now what happens in Ocarina of Time is, for those who don't know, probably old head, I don't know. I don't know who the fuck is gonna see this, so you know what I'm saying? Try to explain it the best I can, so everybody could get the gist of it, even if you never played the game a day in your fucking life. In the game, when you pull the Master Sword, Link literally fast forwards 7 years. Time fast forward 7 years. That number 7. There's 7 chakras, and it's called the Master Sword for a reason, right? So 7 years later, now awakened by Rauru in the Chamber of Sages within the Temple of Light, which is in the astral world. So this nigga's spirit, literally, this nigga's in the spirit world. He's been in the spirit world for 7 years because he wasn't ready. He was too young to actually become the hero of time at that point. So Rauru in the Light Chamber of Sages within the Temple of Light, which is at the very center of the sacred realm, the heart of the sacred realm, Link is brought up to speed, and he's told his spirit was kept in the Chamber of Sages, for 7 years because he was because he was too young to be the hero of time. After he opened the door of time, Ganon stole the Triforce and transformed Hyrule into a world of monsters, shadows. So this is another important thing, right? Remember I told you about the shadow self. I didn't bring much up about it yet. What your shadow self is the part of you that's also an aspect of your subconscious mind. It's the part of you that you created based off of your human trauma. This the part of you that you created based off of your human trauma. I'll give you a basic example of a hood nigga shadow, right? If you from the hood, 9 times out of 10 you was probably forced to fight, which is traumatic. You probably like what, 5 years old and shit. At least I was 5 years old and I had to fight. 5 years old, right? And you fighting for what? That's a traumatic experience. Like, that's gonna traumatize you. And if you don't, you're gonna be traumatized a lot worse than that. So what happens usually is a general hood nigga, you create a shadow because these shadows, you create them to protect yourself. You create them to protect yourself, right? And you can see these shadows come out in people. Let's say if you playfully call somebody, generally speaking, you playfully call a nigga like, nigga, man, you a bitch. Nigga, fuck you say, nigga, fuck you talking about. That right there, that's a shadow. That fuck you talking about, that defensive, that sensitive area, because you've been hurt. Either you didn't fight and then niggas called you a bit, or you did, or you was forced to fight so much that you refuse. Like, nigga, I never want to feel like this again. You create a shadow. And that's the shit that fucks you up. That's the shit that fucks you up. Your shadow self. That's what shadow work is, addressing those shadows and letting them the fuck go. That's what shadow work is. That's what shadow work is. And that's what a shadow is to begin with. So Ganondorf, who is his ego, these shadows come from created by your ego to protect yourself based off of trauma that you went through. Ganondorf literally turns Hyrule, the subconscious mind, while Link was sleeping for those 7 years, right? He literally turns Hyrule into a world of monsters or shadows. He turns the entire shit dark. The whole shit is dark. If you play the game, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Matter of fact, this I can pull up, because this is not going to take long. This I can pull up. How do you share screen? I'm like 50 years old. Young ass old nigga. Oh, okay. Share screen. Let's go. Hope I don't close this shit out. All right. Okay, here it is. There. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna show you, the Hyrule before and after, right? I don't know why I got caps lock on. Hyrule. Or actually, I'm gonna show you this. What's it called? Is it Clocktown? I don't even know if this is what it's called. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, cool. No. This is open fucking Majora's Mask. Hold on. Ocarina time. Castletown. Okay, Castletown. Child. So this is what Castletown looks like when you're a child. This is what Hyrule Market looks like. Like this. Right? This is what it looks like as a child. Everything is bright. You got upbeat music and shit, right? And this is what it looks like as an adult. Now, look at this shit. Hyrule Market. Yo. Look at the difference. Hold on. Let me see. Dope. Think. This is the Temple of Time. And Death Mountain is in a bag. Where I don't know why. Why is this difficult to find? This is fucking. It's like the most simple shit. Here we go. All right, basically, you should get the gist by this. You get the gist. This is basically this is what it looks like when you're an adult, and you saw what it looks like as a child. Back. This is what it looks like as a child. So you see. So let me stop that share. Right. All right. So. Also, mind you, the shit is flooded with monsters now. Not the Hyrule Castletown, but Hyrule Field. Shit is fucked. Plus everywhere, like shit where monsters weren't before, they are now. You know what I'm saying? As an adult. Let's go back down. Where fucking carry. All right. All right, yeah. So basically, Rauru tells this motherfucker that yo, you're too young. You were too young to be the hero of time. So we kept your spirit here for 7 years. And Ganon came through and just fucked shit up, as I just showed you. So note, this is where I put this note in right here, but I already said this earlier. Ganon and Link are one in the same. And all of the major characters are aspects of his mind. Link is the higher nature, Horus. Ganon is the lower nature, Set. Sheik, or Zelda. Sheik is Zelda. Spoiler alert, it's 2024. Sheik is Zelda. Sheik teaches you, or teaches Link, fast travel songs where you can, more shit with music. Listen to this. Sheik teaches you fast travel songs where Link can literally play the song and you travel to the corresponding location. Tap into, and in parentheses, basically you're tapping into the spirit or the energy of a place through music. Through music. To go there. Link learns the Minuet of Force. Zelda, or Sheik, acts as another guide for Link in his adulthood, and Sheik represents the pineal gland. Let me show you a picture of Sheik. See, this is why, yeah, now I'm getting the zoom shit. Hold on, where we at? Sheik is the pineal gland. Let me show you a picture of Sheik. Nigga, you can't make this up. This is literal fucking pineal gland ass motherfucker. Like the eye, which represents this. All of the secret Impa also has this shit, this symbol right here. And there's an item that we about to get to too. And more shit we about to get to where you about to see, dude. She's literally the pineal gland. Mind you, she's also, keep in mind, she's also Zelda. Keep in mind. I guess I keep my screen up because there's some pics I want to pull up. So, all right. Link awakens each sage after completing purifying their temple. Saria is the sage of the forest and gives him the forest medallion and tells him they will always be friends. After the purification, breaking the curse of the forest temple, the Deku Sprout is now able to grow and flourish. The Deku Sprout tells Link, Kokiris never grow up, and the reason, spoiler fucking alert, that he grew up is because he's actually a Hylian, which I already said earlier. The Sprout continues to explain, before the land of Hyrule united, the land was a fierce, war-torn world. One day, to escape from the fires of the war, a Hylian mother and her child, which was Link, entered this forbidden forest. Severely wounded, her only... I don't know why I'm reading like it's because the way I got my notes got me fucked up. Severely wounded, like no punctuate nothing. Severely wounded, her only choice was to entrust the child to the great Deku Tree, the guardian spirit of the forest. Deku Tree sensed this was a child of destiny, so he, accepted him into the forest. After the mother's passing, the child was raised as a Kokiri. Link is instructed to break all curses placed on temples of Hyrule in order to save it. All temples correspond to each sage. Back at the Temple of Time, after the Forest Temple curse is lifted, Link meets up with Sheik again, and she tells him he must become even more powerful. So his work is not done. His work is not done. You don't just go through the chakras and shit. I'm good. No, it's going to be an ongoing work. Even when you have them balanced to the point where you can do your work. It's funny, ironically, the more you do your work, the more you can do your fucking work. The irony. The more you do your work, the more you can do your fucking work. Doing your work puts you in a better position to further do your work from a high, like from a higher perspective. Because at first you doing it, and like that's really just the activation period. Like you go through layers of your chakras too. And mind you, you're not. You didn't just. This isn't your first lifetime. At least if you're watching this, I doubt it's your fucking first lifetime. But at the same time, you got niggas who just clicked this shit because they seen Ocarina of Time. They've been clicked off like, yo, fuck this Jesus, fuck this Jesus Christ looking ass nigga. So this black Jesus looking ass nigga. So I forgot why I even bought that shit the fuck up, but whatever. So oh yeah. He must become more powerful, right? Shit, yo, if I didn't have notes, I couldn't even do this shit. I'll tell you, man. I'm all over the place. So yeah, his work is not done. His work is not done. She also tells him he will travel back 7 years by placing the Master Sword back in the pedestal. Oh, sorry, I skipped over a part. Blah 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 blah. Oh, sage. Yeah, all the temples correspond to each sage. I'm not sure if I skipped over that part, but Sheik tells him that he must become even more powerful. He must travel over mountains, underwater, and even through time. All fucking shit, basically, that you're doing when you're doing this work symbolically, especially through time. She also tells him he will travel back 7 years by placing the Master Sword back in the pedestal. Remember I told you the heart chakra is the gateway chakra. It's the gateway between your upper and lower chakras. It's the gateway between worlds. Through the heart. If you're not doing no work in the heart, you're not doing shit. You're not doing shit. If you're not pure of heart, you're not going. You're not. It's not gonna work for you, bro. Like, it's not gonna work. The work in the heart is pivotal on your spiritual journey. So yeah, the heart chakra is the gateway between worlds. and teaches him the prelude of light. She tells Link as long as he holds the Ocarina of Time and the Master Sword, he holds time itself in his hands. As long as he has the Ocarina of Time and the Master Sword, also, they both represent the heart chakra. He holds time itself in his fucking hands. Before entering the fire temple, Sheik teaches Link a song dedicated to the power of the heart, the bolero of fire. You know how you see those pictures of Jesus and shit, and this nigga heart is always on fire. There's something in you called the Kundalini energy, which is your life force energy, which is a serpentine energy. You see that caduceus that they put on medical symbols? That's the symbol for the Kundalini. The Uraeus on the top of ancient Egyptians' crown, that's symbolically Kundalini. Serpents, why a serpent? Well, there's multiple different reasons, but I'll give you one right here. Serpents are a symbol of all knowingness or knowledge because their eyes are always open. They're all seeing. Serpents don't close snakes don't close their eyes. So symbolically, that's just one singular reason. There's plenty of other, but that's one. It's a why a serpent. Plus the DNA, the way that serpents move, right? It's like this. It's like this, right? It's a snake, right? They move like this. Same way your DNA, same way your DNA is formatted. It's a coil. It's a spiral. It's a spiral. That movement. And in the Kundalini, you have two etheric energy strands that travel up from the base of your spine. When you're doing any type of spiritual work, you're raising Kundalini. You have Ida and Pingala. That's the two etheric energy streams that travel from the base of your spine all the way to the crown chakra. But yeah, Christ is also the heart. Christ is Link also. Christ is also Satan, the other polarity of Satan. Lucifer is Christ. Christ is Lucifer. Lucifer is Satan. Satan is Christ. All the same. We're all talking about the same shit at different polarities. Satan is the root chakra. That's why he's red. He's the representation of humanity. Set had red hair. You see this neat. I could go on and on and on, but this is just, I'm giving you basic examples. Remember, I said polarity, like and unlike are the fucking same. They're the same. Christ and Satan are the same. One extreme to another, to the one end of the spectrum to the other. Negative polarity to positive polarity. Earth itself is negative polarity. You're in negative polarity right now. That's why to ground yourself, you go outside and you step on the ground, or you on a beach or some shit. What grounds you is those negative ions. So before entering the fire temple, Sheik teaches Link a song dedicated to the power of the heart, the bolero of fire. Bolero comes from the word valor, which means to fly. To fly. Heart, flying, flight, air. And the Spanish dance bolero is meant to represent the course of love from extreme shyness to extreme passion. Polarity. Nigger. After lifting a curse from Death Mountain, Darunia is revealed as the Sage of Fire and gives Link the fire medallion containing the power of the fire spirits and his friendship. Each sage adds their power to his after they lift the curse from each temple. Each sage correlates to each chakra as well. There are 7 sages. You only see 6 for now. Let's take a wild guess who this fucking 7th one is, which will be revealed. So yeah, doing chakra work, after balancing out each chakra, you're literally powering yourself. Or you're self-empowering yourself. Self-empowering yourself. Is that I don't fucking know. You're literally empowering yourself. You're literally empowering yourself by releasing your trauma. You're gaining. Not only are you taking responsibility, which is one way to empower yourself. You're taking responsibility over the situation of the trauma. You're seeing it from a higher perspective, and you're forgiving yourself. You're taking on those attributes of Christ and forgiving all of those involved, so it doesn't weigh you down. And weighing you down, reincarnation. You're coming back to this planet, do over, game over. That's a failure. You don't. That's reincarnation is not the goal. It's to never come the fuck back. So Link. Alter ego, yeah. Self. Okay, yeah. Ganon, Link's alter ego / lower self, goes through Hyrule creating these monsters / shadows that act as the sources of the curses he places on the temples. You can't make this shit up. Straight drop. Your ego is literally your ego is the whole shit that you're trying to put back in its place. Your ego is what fucked you up to begin with, and your shadow self is now what's running you. When you think, your ego thinks you're running that shit. Your subconscious mind is what's running it, and what you're programmed with is nothing but buffoonery and trauma. So your shadow self is really what's running you. So Ganon, Link's alter ego / lower self, goes through Hyrule creating these shadows that act as sources of the curses he places on the temples or chakras. Link collects the water medallion, and Ruto is revealed as the water sage. Impa is revealed as the shadow sage. So now we're going to talk about Impa. Impa is revealed as the shadow sage. Impa represents not only melanin, she's the, I'm going to explain it right now. Impa is revealed as the shadow sage, the caretaker of Zelda, right? So now let's go up here to Impa. Oh. Oh, also read Richard King's book on melanin. Melanin, A Key to Freedom by Richard King. Where the fuck is her? Does she not have the? Yeah, she does. Okay, yeah, she does. See that symbol? So, Impa, right? Impa. Impa represents Link's pineal gland as well, but she really represents melanin. She really represents melanin. She's the shadow sage. She is the shadow sage. And her tribe has been the caretaker of the royal family for generations. I'm going to read that again. Impa also represents, you can say Impa represents Link's pineal gland as well, but really she represents melanin. She is the shadow sage, and her tribe has been the caretaker of the royal family for generations. Now, melanin is pretty much what makes you Superman, pretty much. Super nigger. It's not just about, oh, black don't cry. No, fuck that shit. Because if you didn't have melanin, you wouldn't be, the sun would fuck you up too. What am I looking for? Oh, yeah. So, Richard King. So, I'm going to read a little excerpt. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Out of Richard King's book. So, the African body, I ain't gonna go too deep. I'm just brushing over it because I got to see you go through a whole fucking melanin lecture. But the body of Africans contain massive amounts of melanocytes that encode all life experience in their melanin production, with the aim of creating an actual reality state after death. During life, visions appear frequently, and ESP is common. As a semiconductor, melanin has an energy gap. The absorption of energy is required before electrons can jump into the conduction band and make melanin conductive. An increase in conductivity increases the sensitivity of melanin to the electromagnetic world of etheric beings, astral projections, and spiritual entities. As a semiconductor, melanin has an energy gap. The absorption of energy is required before electrons can jump into the conduction band and make melanin conductive. An increase in conductivity increases the sensitivity of melanin to the electromagnetic world of etheric beings, astral projections, and spiritual entities. And remember, if you didn't have melanin, you'd be fucked up. Input, you would be fucked up. Just like the next white nigga that you like. Them niggas are, bro, like, because of their melanin deficiency, or even look at, even on this level, and this ain't a thing about race or argument or none of that. This is just science. Look at it on this level. It's all, he also mentions this shit in his book. If you didn't have if your eyes weren't melanated, you'd be blind. If certain aspects, or you look at this, certain animals in the wild, when they're albino, they're genetically fucked up because of the lack of melanin. They're more prone to disease. They're more prone to this. They're fucked up. Impa is the caretaker of the royal family for generations, and she's the shadow sage. She is melanin, and also the pineal gland as well. Her and Sheik, but Sheik more so. Sheik is Zelda more so. The pineal gland like a motherfucker. Zelda is the crown chakra. I'm just go ahead and just spoil that one right there. I pretty obvious. I mean, so let's get back to it. So, all right, I gotta find my place again. Where the fuck was I? I was here. No. Again and blah blah. Impa is revealed as the Shadow Sage, the caretaker of Zelda, the boss of the Spirit Temple. Twin Rova are the DNA symbolically. They're literally, not only are they fucking red and blue, but what the fuck? Where the fuck was I going with that? I had more shit written down on them, but I just stopped there. But symbolically, on a basic level, the Twin Rova are the DNA. This whole entire shit, I'm saying, is him doing genetic alchemy, and he actually kills them niggas too. He kills them, but Twin Rova, they brainwash the Spirit Sage into attacking Link as an iron knuckle. Also, there are literally hieroglyphs in their boss room. Literally. Actually, as a matter of fact. So this is the Twin Rova. Two sisters. This is Twin Rova. Oh my god, fucking hideous. Golly. This is what she looks like in her when they're fused. Fire and ice, right? Red and blue. This is what they're separated. Two old witches, right? Two old witches. So oh, this is what their boss room looks like. Sorry. You see this? You can't make this shit up. This is their boss room right here. So, all right. And mind you, they brainwashed. Mind you, these motherfuckers are doing fucking magic. Number one, they're doing fucking magic. So is Link. But they are a direct DNA symbol. He's doing chakra work and alchemy throughout this entire time, but he actually kills them. And they actually have, what's her name? The Spirit Sage, Naburu, under mind control as an iron knuckle. So Link actually sends them to the next realm. He literally fucking kills them. Naburu, who was doing Ganondorf's bidding, who was doing the ego's bidding, and mind you, she actually turned out to be the Spirit Sage, which is also symbolic of your spiritual journey. Because at first you're doing the fucking ego's bidding. That's what you're doing. Like, you ain't doing shit until you know what I'm saying, the lights start turning on up there and shit. Then your whole entire reality basically reverses, because instead of operating from the ego, you're operating from the spirit. Your spirit is driving. Driving with the ego is like driving with a fucking blindfold. Guaranteed to bang out. Guaranteed. Final temples, blah, blah, blah. Naburu, who was doing Ganondorf's bidding, turned out to be the Spirit Sage. After she reversed, after she got out of that mind control, she was the fucking spirit siege, which says enough in itself. One of the final, the spirit siege, one of the final temples. All right, after getting all the medallions, so now the motherfucker has all the medallions, right? Awakens all the awaken all the sages, purified all the temples. Link meets with Sheik one last time at the Temple of Time, and she reveals the sacred realm. Give me 1 second. All right. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. She reveals the sacred realm, the astral realm, is a myth. Nigga, you can't make this shit. This is written in the fucking story. I don't know what I don't think Shigeru Miyamoto is an occultist. That's who him and I forgot who the other motherfucker who wrote the story is. I'm not sure. Like these niggas, I don't know. Like this is some occult shit right here, though. I will say that. This shit literally says right here. Sheik reveals that the astral realm is a mirror that reflects what is in the heart. Let me tell you another personal story. This is before I was conscious, when I still believed in a God outside of myself, and I think I was like 17. I didn't know shit. I know what I know now, but let's look at it like this, just so niggas know. Let's say I know this much, right? There's still all this. Like you're never gonna stop learning. I'm a student first. I'm a student first and foremost, and I'm always trying to learn. I'm not better or greater than you. I'm just reflecting the shit that I know. So, oh yeah, I almost forgot the fucking story again. That's my shit. Yeah, let me tell you a story. All right, back to the lecture. So look. This is off an acid trip too. So, with my brother Dewan, shout out Dewan. So basically, long story short, in his mom crib, she had a sarcophagus statue, right? Mind you, at this point I was fearful. This one I literally learned that reality itself is a mirror. Is a mirror. You're in a fucking mirror. I learned this back then before I knew the shit that I knew now. Like I knew it. So this is when I was feeling fearful and I was anxious. And the sarcophagus literally had bloodshot red eyes, and it was eyeing me the fuck down. I'm like, whoa, this is a bit too intense. I'm out. So, long story short, we end up going outside. This was a life-changing acid trip. We ended up going outside, and long story short, we at this humongous tree. And Juan put the energy on that motherfucker, like, yo, don't that shit look like a dragon? Because we both just staring at this tree. And he like, yo, don't that shit look like a dragon? And then as soon as he said that, bro, if y'all know about Dragon Ball Z, old heads, y'all probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But young niggas, y'all know about Dragon Ball Z. You know about Shenron. Imagine seeing a golden Shenron but in real life before your eyes. That's what I saw. I'm like, yo, that shit was insane. And it was intimidating to approach it. If I was like low-key scared to approach it, I'm like, oh shit, this shit is wild. I can't believe I'm even seeing this shit. Like, what is that? Is that you, God? Like at that point, I didn't know. Like, so eventually I end up approaching this humongous dragon that is a tree. And I climbed the tree, and that alone broke me through a lot of fear. Like that shit alone broke me through a lot of fear. And I'm like, wait, hold on. What was I scared of? Then another layer of that, there was another tree behind it that looked like on some old spooky shit. I'm talking about some spooky shit. That tree behind it was spooky, nigga. But then I'm like, no, fuck it. I'm at the other tree. And this was so pivotal. It's a lesson, lifelong lesson, just off of this shit. Approaching the second tree, after already getting that power rush off of approaching the first tree, approaching the second tree, after it looks scary from afar, Approach that shit, it looked like it would, the face of the tree chain, it looked like it was smiling, it was laughing. You can't make this shit. The same shit occurs in meditation. In meditation, you'll see these dark, angry, demon-looking ass faces, right? When you first start meditating, when you're making progress. And most people will stop, like, oh shit. Like, no, but you're supposed to keep facing those faces. Just like this. Let me stop sharing for a second so you can see this better. So Baphomet, right? Most niggas, even though I mean it's a fucking goat, but most niggas will find this shit scary, especially if you grew up in Christian. You look at this shit and you be freaked out. It challenges the subconscious mind. It's not a cutesy image. It challenges the subconscious mind. Those dark images, out of darkness comes light. You even see this in your, you can't make it up. You this from experience. I've seen these faces time and time again, and that's where you get the light. And you see these dark faces in your meditation. That's where you get your fucking answer right there. If you stay with it, even if you feel fear, keep going, nigga. Keep going. I guarantee you. Keep going. You cannot let fear stop you. You can't succumb to fear. Is that the word? I don't even fucking know. Who cares? You know what I'm talking about. You can't let fear run you. And that's my grandma taught me that shit. That was and she ain't never tell a fucking lie right there. Fear is the illusion. Fear is the fucking illusion. I'm trying to tell you. There is nothing to be afraid of at all. Like niggas say that, but no, when you do your own spiritual work, you really start to see to what extent, like, yo, you were scared of nothing. Nothing at all. At all. So okay. What are we doing? Where are we? So yeah, so mind you, this reality is your mind is the projector of this reality. Rule number one: the mind is all, the universe is mental. The first law to Hootie: the mind is all, and the universe is mental, nigga. The mind is all, and the universe is mental. They tell you straight up. That's that one fucking law right there sets everything up into perspective because you understand that to control your mind is to control the universe. Your universe specifically. Let's be specific because niggas are take shit too far. To elaborate even further, I am in control of my own reality and my mind, not yours. You're in control of your mind. Now, see, that's where mind control comes in, though, because mind control, somebody else is controlling your fucking mind. Somebody else is giving you the subliminals as opposed to you giving them to yourself and controlling your own mind. Your mind dictates reality. Your subconscious mind dictates your reality, and it's a project. You're literally projecting. You're literally projecting your reality. How you feel. Your Samara said earlier, your perception is your reality. How you feel, tied in with your emotions, how you feel about certain shit, is your reality, and it will be unless you change it, unless you reprogram your fucking mind. All right, so right, so astral world, right, reflecting what's in the heart, right. So if you have a tortured mind, let's get, this is a real good example. This was in the movie by Robin Williams, What Dreams May Come. Again, shout out to Panic. What Dreams May Come. They show you exactly what happens in the astral world, especially when you commit suicide. A tortured mind, that's where you're going. And if you commit suicide, if you're a tortured mind in this world, that's gonna be your astral heaven. Astral world is still part of this illusion, but that you stuck in that fake ass fearful space vibration, and you bring that to the astral world because you don't know anything better. And guess where you're coming? Guess where you're being recycled back to? Earth. And now your shit is pushed back further in your subconscious mind because you got a baby brain. Now you're forgetting more and more who the fuck you are. You could go through. This shit will never stop unless you stop it. You go through millions of lifetimes, nigga. You could go through. You could keep going unless you stop it. And now you fucking Billy Joe. Now you're named Billy Joe. And you fucking, like, nigga, you could just be anything. Like, it's just anything, bro. This shit is anything. Like, seriously. Seriously, bro. It's insane to me to hear people talking about when I come back to Earth. Now, it's nothing wrong with it. But if you understand what I understand, it can't not sound crazy to you. It can't not sound crazy. Now, at the same time, like I said, everybody's here. Everybody has a role to play. Look at this shit like a gigantic screenplay, or like a movie. Everybody has a role. This shit is not real. Like your reality as a human is, it could be something completely different spiritually. Why you came down here can be something completely different. Completely different than what you are as a human. What you are as a human ain't gonna be shit. Like, you're a human. Like, you can only be, we're all in the same fucking shit. Like, nobody's greater or worse. Like, no matter what path you on, you got a higher path and a lower path, not good or bad, just vibration wise. The homeless motherfucker on the street is just as much a god or goddess as you are. Ain't no difference. They just on a different path, or they either forgot what the fuck they came here to do, which most people do. You start off, like I said, it's funny because on Metroid 2 is another video game where this happens. Like I said, they get this concept from somewhere. Usually you start off, Link is you get all your powers at the beginning of the game from last game. You end off the game with mad shit. But when you start a new game, you lose everything. You lose everything. Same shit. When you start a new game on planet Earth, nigga, you press start, you forget everything. Forget everything. Mostly you retain some shit at first. Then, nigga, once that programming hit, nigga, it's a wrap. Nigga, you forgetting everything. You traumatized, now you doing the shit again. Now you doing the shit again. And again. And again. And again. It never stops until you stop it. And you can stop at any time. Nobody's stopping you from stopping it. Like, all right. Yeah, so she tells this nigga that the astral realm is a reflection of the heart. A heart filled with evil, and the realm will be filled with evil. Pure heart, and the realm will be paradise. The Triforce acts as a scale that weighs the power, courage, and wisdom. If the heart of one who holds the Triforce has all three forces in balance, they will gain the true. What the hell does that say? The true power to govern all. That's what I meant to put. I don't know what the fuck I put there. I put 4E. The fuck is 4E? Yeah, so remember, we talking about balancing. That's the whole shit you want to do. Your chakras can be in 3 states. Remember, it's energy too, so it's not stagnant. You can go from balance to underactive to overactive. It's energy, remember. I had to learn that myself. I never really heard, like, I never heard, maybe it's common sense, maybe I'm just a dickhead, but I don't know. I never heard nobody like explain that part of it, but maybe I'm just an idiot. So, because I was confused. I'm like, damn, when I'm giving myself an evaluation, I'm like, damn, like I got attributes of all 3, underactive, balance, and fucking, well, nigga, it's energy. It can change. Like, but yeah, there's 3 states. You want to be in a balanced state. Your chakras, what you want to have your chakras balanced, not underactive, not overactive. And they talk about balance in the Triforce too, which is also a representation of the heart. So the Triforce has all 3 forces in balance. They will gain true power to govern all. True power to govern all. When you are in balance, your chakras in balance, you in alignment with yourself, nigga, you have the power to govern all. That's where God comes from. That's what God is, the 7 frequency. There's 7 continents, 7 seas, 7 chakras, nigga. God 7. 7, nigga. That's where the importance of that number. That's the God frequency number. All right. All right. So if the heart is not balanced, then the Triforce will separate into 3 pieces: power, wisdom, and courage. Only one part of the Triforce will remain, the one that whoever touched it believes in the most. If they desire the true force, the true Triforce, they must acquire. Oh my God, these notes are, y'all don't understand. These notes are fucked up. They must acquire the laws. That's why if you run like, yo, is this nigga like fucking retarded? Like, I'm probably gonna get banned for saying, you can't even say retarded no more. But Like, yo, nah, that's why I'm reading like this. My notes are fucked up. If they desire the true force, they must acquire the lost pieces, which will be held by two chosen by destiny. The story is similar to the Wizard of Oz, or really just nigga mythology in general. The pyramid text that Judy K. King, I was talking about in Isis Thesis, breaks down. This is the same story. When you study mythology, you'll start to find that the story is just going to repeat itself. You start to see the same story, and you'll be able. That's why I'm decoding Ocarina of Time. It's because it's the same. They have to pull. Remember, I told you to create a good story, you have to pull from mythology. I'm showing you where they. I'm showing you the sources from which they pulled to make this story, Ocarina of Time. And also, you'll be able to see the story in everything because it is. This is art. This is the story. This is the story. That's why the story is familiar. You probably heard like, yo, this shit sounds mad. Yeah, because it's in fucking everything. This is the basic nigga story, mythology. So Sheik reveals herself as Zelda and explains the king of evil, Ganondorf, king of evil, which means humanity or the ego or the lower self or shadow self, turned the sacred realm, astral realm, evil, while Link's spirit was sealed away in the chamber of sages by the Master Sword. Zelda, Link's soul, which she Zelda is Link's soul. Zelda is Link's soul. Uh, the seat of the soul is the pineal gland. Let me read this real quick. Let me shout out to Baphomet, shout out to Panic on his channel. Rest in peace, my nigga. On his channel, he has a video called another must watch called Baphomet Science for Dummies. Let me read to you on my website with the description of this shirt. This time I'll type it in. I don't know why I was wasting my time earlier. I was tweaking. So Baphomet is an all-encompassing symbol for transcendence, spiritual prowess, understanding, and esoteric knowledge. He is synonymous with the deity Pan as well as Lucifer, the Lightbringer, who symbolically represents the fall of your soul into a body, as well as your pineal gland. The Baphomet represents mastery over this third dimension. The pentagram is symbolic for downward spiraling or satanic, downwards in parentheses, downward spiraling, hence Lucifer's fall from heaven, energy, downward satanic energy, downward spiraling energy. That's what that is. That's the esoteric, and that's the true meaning of that, not on the surface. The surface meaning is the exoteric. That's the general meaning that just you think what it means. The etymology of the word Satan stems from the word Set, S-E-T, which is Set in Horus, that's Set, which became Set, Soot, Sat, Saturday, Satan, Saturn. Set is the original Satan in the Osirian drama, and he had 72 conspirators, which is synonymous to the 72 minor chakras surrounding your pineal gland, which further connects to Saturn being 72 times the volume of Earth. They say Saturn is 72 times the volume. You can't make this shit up. There are 5 points on the pentagram star. 72 times 5 equals 360, which is not only a complete circle, but in numerology, it equals the number 9, which is the number of completion. These are just a few examples of what Baphomet represents. It goes on and on. Unleash your inner Baphomet. So, that being said, right? Zelda is the soul. So also, Sheik is the pineal gland. Zelda is the crown chakra, and is also the soul. And as you can see, Lucifer is Christ. Lucifer is the light bringer. Lucifer is you. Satan is Lucifer. They're synonymous. So Satan is also synonymous with Christ. He's the same motherfucker, the same nigga. So where all right, yeah. She says, and now you are back. This also is very, very similar to the Wizard of Oz, right? So mind you, when Link was sleeping, The ego was running rampant. Ganon just fucking shit up. Fucking shit up. Which is Link is Ganon, mind you. When Link was asleep, when his heart was asleep, Link is the heart also. His alter ego, the ego itself, his ego was running shit while his spirit was sleeping. Literally, it says while Link's spirit was sleeping, the ego, Ganondorf, was just running shit, creating shadows, all the shit. It was Ganon's world, nigga. La 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 la. Ganondorf, nigga. Fuck that. Straight drop. So, Ganon's world, nigga. The dark. Yeah, she says, and now you are back. The dark age ruled by Ganondorf, the evil king, will end. Zelda also gives Link the light arrows. After she reveals herself as the princess, Ganondorf immediately traps her in a violet-colored crystal. Let me show you. Look, the bitch is the fucking crown chakra. Not only is she the princess, she's the soul, etc., 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 etc. You can't make this shit up, man. This is right here. Like, you can't make this shit up. So, in case you were wondering, that is the color of the crown chakra. That's the exact color. Let me show you what the crown chakra looks like. Look, it's the color of the crown chakra. This is what the bitch is trapped in. So, all right, and yeah, he teleports her right to Hyrule Castle, which is now Ganon's castle, mind you. This is now Ganon's castle, and tells Link to come there if he wants to save her, and proceeds to crack the fuck up. This nigga is dying. This shit's hilarious. I swear, yo, like, I wish I could play the clip. This nigga is dying, bro. She can't make this shit up. Mind you, she also reveals herself as the seventh sage. She's the crown chakra. She's the seventh sage. Can't make this up. It's right there. So the remaining six sages literally make a rainbow. Literally make a rainbow. Look at it. Look. Like, bro, you can't make this shit. Look at this. Like, you can't make this up, bro. Like, like, come on. Like, look. Cannot make this up. Look. This is the bridge. Look at the bridge that these niggas make. The rainbow bridge these niggas make so Link could cross into fucking Ganon's castle. Look at this. Look, nigga. This shit, look. With the fucking celestial ass music they got in the back too. So, all right. So they make the bridge for Link to cross and enter Ganon's castle, because without that bridge, as you can see, that dark chasm, he ain't crossing that shit. Yes, he can fly. Unless you on Project 64, you got that fucking moon, the fucking what's that shit called? Moon jump glitch activated. If you get that, you a real one. You a real one if you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Press L to levitate and shit. This is the final layer of chakra work after facing his shadow. Oh, sorry. So he just, as an adult, he went through that second layer. After doing the first lower three, he had to do all the 7, meeting with Zelda, all that shit. And this is the final step, is facing his self, his ego, his shadow self. This is the final step, which is Ganon. This is the final layer of chakra work, facing his shadow self / ego. The barriers, or dealing with it. The barriers are destroyed with, there are 6 barriers, and they're destroyed with the light arrows. After breaking the barriers, the first phase of the final fight commences. This is interesting. Ganon shoots a spiraling wave of darkness at Link and Navi, who represents his spirit. Navi represents his spirit, by the way. The bitch's name is Navi. Navigator. Navi. She also represents the aspect of it. You could say she represents that Horus in him, that Haru. that light that's constantly, yo, Link, we got to do this. Link, we got to that aspect of him is of his mind that pushes him towards the work. So, so, um, the part that seeks light, for lack of a better word. Ganon loses control. Whoops, I skipped that. All right, so Link and Navi, who represents his spirit or the aspect of Horus, blah blah blah, he shoots that dark spiraling wave, and Navi's like, "Yo, I can't help you." That right there is just to show you, at the end of the day, it's you and you. Ain't nobody. It's just you and you. All these different aspects, all this shit is talking about you. It's you, nigga. At the end of the day, it's you. Like, it's you and you. You the op. You the op, nigga. You. You're your own fucking op. And that's real shit. It's either you're your own best friend or your own fucking worst enemy. Same with your mind. Your mind is a double-edged sword because it can fuck you over. Your own imagination can fuck you over. Your own imagination can fuck you over. You're imagining and visualizing some bullshit. You're imagining yourself as a victim. You're imagining yourself from a lower perspective when you're supposed to be doing the opposite, but you're doing it because you're under mind control. You've been traumatized. You got to catch yourself on that shit and recorrect it. And mind you, the beauty of the shit is there's an infinite amount of ways you can. There's no limit to the imagination you can do. As long as you repetitiously doing it, you feeling that shit, nigga, it's gonna work. I can't. Nigga, I've done shit where I'm like, damn, that worked. Anything fucking work. You can. There's no limit. There's no limit to the amount of creative visualization you can use to heal yourself. I know from experience. What the fuck am I doing? Ganon tries to. Oh, sorry. Ganon loses control of the power of the gods, the Triforce, after being defeated by Link. Zelda, actually, before I do that, let me talk about the fight. I'm gonna go back to this part. Let me talk about the fight real quick. So, during the Ganon fight, this is interesting. Literally having you literally have a tennis match with the false light created by Ganon after he gets hit with it, with the false light. You shoot that motherfucker with the true light contained in the light arrows that Zelda gives you. And then you stab him up. You know what I'm saying? You hit hot chair, all that shit with the Master Sword. Before the fight, Navi says she can't help you, and it's just you versus you. Navi is the aspect of Link's consciousness. I already said that. All right. Helping, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. As you go, the imagery on this shit. I'm gonna show you this. I'm glad I see now. I'm remembering shit. I was tweaking earlier. Now I'm on it. So I told you we were gonna get to it. If you stay for this long, nigga, you gonna learn some shit. So, or at least that's the plan. If not, fuck it. I mean, fuck. You know what I'm saying, but that's the plan. So, let me show you this. You motherfucker. Ganon. This is the staircase that you go up. And during this, Ganon is literally playing the organ. Now, the organ, let's talk about the organ. The organ was literally created to manipulate the chakra system. Music is one way, just one of the many ways you can manipulate the chakra system. Music. It's called the organ because it literally manipulates your internal the state, the vibrational frequency manipulates the state of your chakras, which are also connected to your endocrines, but it manipulates the state of your internal organs. The frequency makes you feel good, or it can make you feel bad. That's why it's called the organ. And that's also why it's used in church, nigga. That's why it's used in church. So you go up this dark spiraling staircase with red carpet, and this motherfucker is literally playing the organ. Like, you can't make this a chakra shit. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Also, this nigga has a red cape. Hold on, look at this nigga. Hold on. Look at this motherfucker. Let's see if I can find it. Look, look at this bastard. This nigga has a red cape and red hair. It's fucking Satan. You can't make this up. It's fucking Ganon, bro. So look, he's set. I'll just mention these other things right now because before I forget them. He was also in the Forest Temple. The boss is Phantom Ganon. This nigga, a literal shadow, Phantom Ganon. And that's the nigga. That's the nigga you fight at Layer 2 of the Root Chakra, Phantom Ganon, and of the Forest Temple. Also in this game, you are required to get 2 elemental resistant tunics, water and fire. They also have a dragon boss in this motherfucker called Volvagia in the Fire Temple, the Kundalini energy. And also Dark Link, you literally fight your shadow self in the Water Temple, which is reflective. It makes sense as in the Water Temple, the second layer of the water of the sacral chakra. You fight yourself, literally. Dark Link, literally. I'm gonna show you Dark Link. You can't make this like, bro. This shit is right there. Look, 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 look. Can't make this up. So all right, so let's go back. So all right, so after being defeated by Link, Zelda says this nigga Ganon just couldn't even control the power of the gods. Why? Because he wasn't pure of heart. He couldn't control the power of the gods. He was still a human. He was still a human, nigga. Attempted that. Remember I told you earlier, when you try to skip past the chakras, you're gonna be fucked up. You can't skip past them. Because nigga, you're taking your humanity you can't take your humanity into the higher aspect of yourself, which is your spirit. It don't work that way, nigga. That's why you're still on some human shit. You're supposed to release your humanity and come into balance in the heart before trying to do, you know what I'm saying, trying to communicate with spirits and, you know what I'm saying, do that kind of work. You can't control the power of the gods yet, nigga. Ganon. In order to control the power of gods, you got to be pure of heart. So he also lacked a strong and righteous mind. He wasn't pure of heart. That's what they mean by that. The heart is the true mind. Even when you're an embryo in your mother's fetus, your heart, your brain literally mimic you. You're in that lima bean state like this. Your heart literally, your brain literally is a fake copy of your heart. Your heart literally is your true mind. Like you can't make this up. The heart knows. The brain thinks. The heart knows. So Ganon tries to take Link and Zelda down. Of course, that's classic evil villain nigga. Fuck it, I can't win, nigga. Take y'all niggas down with me. So in his last breath, he tried to take these niggas down with the tower during the final battle with straight drop Ganon. Let me show you straight drop Ganon. Look, you can't make this up. This nigga, look at this nigga. Look at his final form. This is Ganon's true form. Look. Look. Please take a look. Nigga. This nigga is a gigantic pig. Pig is the ultimate representation of humanity. Along with jackal. Pig, human, nigga. Pig is the ultimate representation of humanity. Of animal nature. It's one of the ultimate representations of animal nature is a pig, bro. And this is his true form. Look at this motherfucker. Beast. He's a beast, literally. So now, during the fight with straight drop Ganon, no Ganondorf, nah, straight drop Ganon, whose true form is a giant fucking pig looking beast. Nigga is literally set. Link can. I'm pretty sure Set had one of his forms was a pig as well. I'm pretty sure. Link can only the final blow can only be landed with the Master Sword. Link can only land the final blow on Ganon with the Master Sword. If you have any other sword equipped, you can't finish the game. You got to use the Master Sword. And the Master Sword is also referred to as the Blade of Evil's Bane. After the final blow is dealt, the 7 sages seal Ganon in the void of the evil realm. And guess what the evil realm looks like? Remember I told you about the Kalipoth and the tree of light, this light realm, all this light? The darkness is the true light. Look where they send this nigga. Look where they send him. And this is the evil realm. Look, look. Look, watch this. The evil realm, I swore that shit was about to pop up. That was salty as fuck. This shit ain't pop up at all. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I didn't type in realm. I'm fucking tweaking. All right, so. Nigga, this is the evil realm. What color you see? This shit is just all white light. It's a white void. It's a white void. It's not darkness. It's all light, all white light. Which is this shit, this false light. The evil realm is a realm of false light. The evil realm is a realm of false light, nigga. You can't make this shit up. I'm trying to tell you. So, after the final blow is dealt, the 7 sages send this nigga to an evil realm, literally a realm of all white, realm of false light or illusion. Illusion. Peace is restored and Link returns the Ocarina time to Zelda, and she returns him back to his time as a child, and the shit is over. And that's Ocarina time. That's the Legend of Zelda, Ocarina time, Decoded. Again, I'm gonna put who this lecture is dedicated to. I'm gonna put like a text thing up because I ain't gonna fucking remember. I could try to list them off. First and foremost, Alicia, of course, my soulmate. Love you to death. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be sitting here doing this shit. Of course, my brother, my cousin, my dad, my family, my pop, my mom, my grandmother, both grandmothers, my great grandmother, my great grandfather. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this is why I didn't want to listen because I'm going to forget mad niggas. But shout out my brothers, Chris and Tone. Shout out my brother, Dewan. Shout out my nigga Cruz. You know what I'm saying? Of course, this is dedicated to Panic and Khadijah as well. Shout out to them and rest in peace, Panic. I'm forever grateful to all y'all. Thank you. And also, now that we're here, now I can get, because I was going to do this earlier, but I knew I was going to get the fuck off track. So, coming soon. Coming soon. So, this is my website right now. Now that you, at least after watching this, you know a bit what I'm about. Before purchasing, I didn't bring, what the fuck? before purchasing anything from me, you want to know what the fuck I'm about. I want you to know what the fuck I'm about or what you're purchasing. This is my website, maxedoutmagnetic.com, where I'm adding more items soon, necklaces. As you can see in the back, that tapestry, that'll be for sale. Because I'm trying, like I said, what I'm bringing, not trying, what I'm doing. What I'm bringing is I'm showing niggas how to tap in to these deities, and what the essence of these deities and what mythology actually is for self-empowerment. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole, that's a portion of what we are, like, and it's lost. I don't see a lot of people really tapping into this, and this is an infinite power. This is literally infinite. It's infinite. I'm talking about, like, there's so many, there's thousands of deities. And once you understand how to connect, how to evoke or invoke, and how to raise up these energies and become them within you, and using these tools, because these shirts, these hoodies, they're tools. They're tools for subconscious alignment. I will be creating an offer, or it's already ready, but it's not released yet. And I will be offering what I'm going to call my energy enlightenment program, where I'm basically going to break down to you and give out methodologies as well. I'm going to give out methodologies on how to tap into these deities, how to communicate, how to raise up these energies within you for self-transformation, self-empowerment, and subconscious alignment. You'd be surprised when you these motherfuckers, because the ancestors are they'll help you with your human plight. The deities, that's how you raise it. They'll help you raise your vibration. And when you understand the essence of them, the power is fucking limitless. Because you have your own spirit, which is limitless, and then you have you have infinite access to just all this power. And niggas is sitting around here like nigga, we have infinite power. That's real. Yeah, so I'm gonna show y'all. So look out for the Offer Oasis. I said the Offer Oasis. Shout out to, speaking of which, that's how I know. I forgot to shout out Professor Melanie. Shout out to Professor Melanie for sure. I'm actually currently in her Soul Mission Accelerator program. Shout out to her and everybody involved. Thank y'all. And yeah, man, look out maxedoutmagnetic.com. You know what I'm saying? I already got Kali, you got the descriptions. There's a lot more coming soon. Energy enlightenment is what I meant to say. Look out for my energy enlightenment program coming soon. And yeah, peace, niggers.